Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rockwall County Game Day, a little show that we do here Wednesday nights at Rockwall Ford. We have a big show tonight. It's a big week. It's of course, you can see the helmets on the table here. Do I sound? First of all, let me do this. If you guys are listening, if you can't hear us or we're sounding weird or something's going on, please let us know so that we can figure it out. Now they got that out of the way. Chris Pena, Rockwall County Game Day. We're here at Rockwall Ford. Every Wednesday we're here around 5:30, but today, because we have so many exciting guests coming, we decided to start around 5. Last minute, we were able to add the Rockwall Lady Jackets volleyball team. So, ladies, thank you for joining.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Okay, let's kind of jump into this. First off, we'll start off introductions. We have Gabby Ashcraft, Claire Lowry, Becca Kelly, and Addie Goss. Ladies, 4-0 starting district. Congrats. I know you guys have to be feeling good about that. We'll start with you, Addie. Tell me about how this season in your mind has gone, how it's progressed for you guys.
The season's been really good. We all started off really bonded from the beginning, which really helped us in tournament season and everything, get in the groove really fast.
What's been some of the challenges, as you guys started the season and have got to this point?
Some challenges have definitely been more on the physical side, like practices in the morning, tournaments and games. It gets draining sometimes, but we all come together and take breaks with each other and talk about it and let our coach know and everything. And that's definitely been one of the biggest challenges with us.
I want to ask you about your role on the team and what your specialty is and things like that.
Okay, yes, sir. I'm libero, so that means
we had a long conversation before the show started how she was going to explain what libero is. So I'm interested because I don't even think we talked about what it actually was. So let's hear it.
So I'm libero, and that basically means that I only play back row. I go in for the middles, and I kind of set the tone for defense. So
okay, and as far as a specialty, something you're strong at on the team.
That's defense, which is digging the balls that the other team hits over.
Yeah.
381 digs is what max prep shows for the season. I think that leads the team if I'm correct. I'm gonna spit out some stats like I know what I'm talking about, but I really do not. 156 points, and I'm assuming this is on the service, so almost 94% on your service, 17 aces. I'm assuming that's first serve.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's you ace them, they can't return it.
Okay. Well, no, I know what I know.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
talking about here. But thank you, because we did talk about it. So in her defense, I said, hey, when we talk terms, let's kind of dumb it down for those people that aren't sure about volleyball terms, and she got me. So yes, ace is. But I was talking about the serve percentage. So is that I guess you don't get two serves. It's just one serve. I mean, you're
it's
in or you're
the
out.
amount that you get in the court.
Okay, gotcha.
So if we serve it over and if we make an error, then they get the service, and then if they get over and they score on us, then they get the service.
Okay, gotcha.
So you can go on however many runs until we lose the point.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. This team, what's special about it? What's fun about it for you?
What's special about it is that every single person on the team has a friendship with everybody. There's no little cliques. We're all just together, and that's what makes it most special this year.
I want to move down the road to Becca Kelly. Becca is an Oregon commit.
Yes, sir.
And so that's really cool to see, and I know you're proud of that.
Yes, sir.
You're in your eyes, how's the season been going? It just seems like because it's such a long season and there's so many, tournaments, and you talked about physical, there's ups and downs, and I guess now's the time where you're trying to really find your way and peak so that you can get ready for the playoffs. How has the season been in your eyes?
So, I feel like we might have started off a little bit slow, and our consistency is slowly climbing that scale. We're getting there every single game. We're gelling really well, and I think that since we have such a good bond as a team, we're all best friends, that gelling has come so fast, and we've been really successful so far. So,
what excites you about seeing the ball just floating in the air towards you to just be able to I'll say spike, but you call it
a hit, a kill.
Okay, there you go. There you go. So yeah.
I don't know. I love like being set by Gabby, and I love like when I score a point for the team and everybody gets really excited and like the whole crowd goes wild. So yeah.
I want to ask you about the entrance that y'all do.
Our entrance,
Our
Yes.
run out.
Oh yeah, our run out.
Yes. You know, you guys get creative with it. You have a lot of
Yeah.
fun with it.
It's
And
kind of a tradition.
Yeah, props
Okay.
to throwing elbows. That was my idea. That was my song.
The song.
okay. Yeah, I mean, you know, just what that does for the team, and you talked about Clara just being a tradition, but what is it, as a senior, what does it mean to you to have a tradition like that?
I don't know. I just like that it passes down from every year. Like last year, the seniors did it, and I feel like it gets us ready for the game. Like it gets us hyped up, and it's kind of like a quick little warm up. Like gets sweat on our forehead right before we start the game. So.
If you guys are listening out there and you have questions, please feel free to send them in. Just put them in the comments there, and we'll get those asked. As you guys move further on in district, and you're 4-0 now, and now you face a team that's undefeated, and it just so happens to be Heath, and just so happens to be I-30 Classic Week. So this week of preparation and just, what's kind of been the message in practice? Because it feels like there's so much going on this week. There's so much excitement around the football game. You guys are going up against your rival. Just, what's the preparation been like this week?
I think it's just to go out there and be like as tenacious as we can be. Like we're a big team and we know that we're capable. And so I feel like our goal is to go out there and crush it. Like not just to win, but to like really crush them and crush their spirits,
Another thing is Ferguson's like saying this year is high focus, low stress. So I think that's really important for this week.
What's Clara? I'll get back to you in a minute, Becca. But you brought up Coach Ferguson. Just his stamp on the team. What's he really try to instill in you girls?
He just tries to keep us all calm and make sure that we don't. Because if we freak out on the court, then it's like
It's
spastic.
crazy. It's crazy.
There's balls
Yeah.
going everywhere. But so I feel like him keeping calm on the sidelines helps keep us calm on the sidelines. So I think that's kind of his major impact.
We call him Zenferg.
Zenferg.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna. I don't know if he'll like that, but I'll shout it out.
Yeah.
And see what happens. Becca, just your specialty, your role on the team, and things like that, and obviously being a senior, leadership and things like that. Just explain your role in your eyes.
I feel like I'm like one of the loudest on the court, and I feel like that brings a big presence. Like when I'm at the net, I always have my hands up, and I'm like trying to make sure like people know that like I like have an impact on the court. So, and I'm also a hitter, so I kill a lot of balls.
We're talking with the Rockwall Lady Yellow Jackets volleyball squad. Becca, how many bracelets do you have on?
Yeah, I love my bracelets.
Okay,
At least 20.
Because my daughter would be super jealous right now.
We made these new ones with our little sis. So we have like big sis and little sisters, and so we
Okay.
have little freshman friends.
We
And we made these.
friendship bracelets.
Yeah,
with
it was Claire's idea.
So hold it up
Okay.
a little bit higher. There you go.
Here's
There
our
you go.
friendship bracelet with Kate and other Kate. Those are both my little sisters.
Yeah. No, it's cool. I got.
Oh yeah, you got a couple.
So
I can lend you one.
Yeah, actually,
we
the
can
rubber
switch.
bands.
We can still switch.
My daughter, she's 6, and she likes to like, hey, here you go. And so I'm like, well, you got to wear it now.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to the rest of the season as you guys, start to move forward?
To keep going undefeated and for us to get closer and closer. Like tomorrow we have our first team dinner, and I'm really excited about that. We haven't done anything like outside of school together yet, and so I'm excited for that. And also just to like make a name for us. Like we're gonna leave, like I hope we leave a legacy for like the incoming kids next year.
Nice. Yeah. Yep. That's always building the program and trying to
Yes, sir.
the underclassmen and things like that. And you don't have to call me sir. 'Cause
Okay.
Then I feel really
Sorry.
Claire, let's move down to you. So first off, can you talk about your role on the team and what's your specialty? If I keep saying specialty, I don't even know, but can you talk about your role on the team?
My role on the team, I definitely think that I'm also very energetic on the court and in practice. So I feel like my side is kind of just to not kind of worry about the actual game and just get everybody energized and keep everybody happy the entire game.
This question has not come in, but it's an important question for you. do you ever think about just jumping over the net?
Sometimes we think
I
she
mean,
might.
just as like,
she
Definitely
might.
could.
let's see if I can break a record right here. I don't know.
Why not? You know, why not?
She's close.
In your eyes, how's the season kind of progressed, and how much fun are you having this year?
I'm having so much fun this year. This has definitely been my favorite season. I feel like because this year I'm actually making an impact on the team, and I'm actually like, I don't know how to word it. Like I make a difference during the game now.
Yeah.
Like past years I would kind of just be there, but this year I'm actually like making a difference.
What do you think the difference is? What's the difference? Is it just a little bit more playing time? Or are you just finding yourself?
I think it's definitely confidence. That's what's like sparked it all. I came in this year with a bunch of confidence out of nowhere, and I've just stuck with it all season.
Yeah. It looks. Let's see. What blocks? Is that something you
Yeah,
spend?
and then me and Gabby, we run. It's called a slide. And
Her
Okay.
presence on the slide is insane.
It's
crazy.
I know. If
basically
Gabby
the
throws
only
it
thing
back,
that I run, and it's where it's the same exact footwork as high jump, which that's why I'm
Okay.
naturally kind of good at it, and we're unstoppable.
they
whenever we
they
run it.
really are.
Literally
You should see
are.
her stats for her slides. It's insane.
And I have no idea what a slide is. But
It's basically I run behind her and
Okay.
I jump off of 1 foot,
okay,
just
gotcha.
like high jump.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So yeah, that makes sense. This team, what's special about it in your mind?
It's just so special because we're really just such a tight group of girls. Like everyone, I feel like everyone says that. Like, we're all best friends. But this year, like, I truly believe it. Like, it just started off really close. So I think that's what just makes it so different.
I think the goal is to be playing your best at whatever sport or individual competition. Where when it comes time for playoffs and things like that. Where do you see this team in your eyes? How much better can you guys get as a team?
I think if we're staying on the track that we are now with consistency, I feel like we honestly are going to go farther than we ever have in playoffs. Like, I just feel it with this group. If we're all on our A game one day, like, we're untouchable.
Yeah, I like the confidence. Yeah, no, I do. Okay, let's move down to Gabby Ashcraft. Gabby, your specialty on the team, kind of your role on the team. I know you're really good on the slide. I'm not. But no. Can you explain your role on the team?
Yeah, so I'm a setter, and I just feel like that position is you have to have a lot of like composure and control. Like I have to call all of the plays, like everything everybody's running. And so if something doesn't work or something isn't going right, I can't freak out about it because then I feel like it freaks everybody else out. So just staying composed, I feel like, is what I've gotten good at this year.
You're a junior, is that correct?
Yes.
So I'd like to hear your thoughts and what you're kind of picking up from the seniors and kind of the traditions of when you guys come out and things like that.
Well, definitely a lot of traditions, but also a lot of like leadership advice because all of our seniors are very like driven and they like everybody looks up to them. Like everybody wants to be them, and so like we want to be like all y'all.
Yeah.
And so just like
I want to be like them.
right,
Tall.
I want to be
mean
like
tall.
Gabby. I want to be like
tall.
Gabby.
I was talking about being tall. But, yeah.
just like
Ew.
taking what they're doing and the advice that they give and taking that on to like next year. And so because like being a senior next year, I'm gonna need to know what to do and how to talk to and give advice to the underclassmen.
Playing with some talented girls around you, what's that like for you?
It's so fun. Like when Addie gets like an amazing dig and then I set Claire on the slide or Becca on the outside and they just cream the ball, like it's amazing.
It's really cool.
Like everybody's
It's really
jumping up and down, screaming. The student section goes crazy. Like Like picks me up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
picked Addie up so much.
Becca picked Addie up yesterday.
I did.
The other day in the game.
I just got so excited. I lifted her like 5 feet off the ground.
It's just so fun.
It really is it's an exciting sport, and the energy, especially at the home games, like it's really incredible, especially when you get that. I want to ask you about these long like volleys, just going and the crazy stuff that goes on sometimes. You like the you're just throwing a body part out there to try to get it back in play. You know, keeping focus during those moments, and anybody can answer this, but keeping focus during those moments, you know, and just realizing what's going on. How do you girls do it?
Well, we have a bench captain, and so like she controls like the bench and like their energy and stuff, and like we can hear them yelling at us like stay composed, like stay focused, like the pass is coming, it's a free ball, stuff like that. So I feel like that helps us stay like focused on the next play instead of like thinking about like the next point. We're thinking about like exactly what is going to happen next, and I feel like that keeps us like in the game.
That's amazing because there's a lot of noise going on.
Yeah.
And
It's a crazy atmosphere.
I mean, sometimes you can't hear them. Like sometimes you just there's no noise.
It's like blurred.
Yeah. We're talking with the Rockwall Lady Jackets volleyball squad, who is 4-0 in district. They have a big rivalry, big match this weekend. Heath is undefeated as well, and they will play at home this Friday before the football game. Moved the time up to 5:30, so those out there, you have time now. You can go to the volleyball game and start the I-30 Classic, you know, with some volleyball at 5:30, and then it's just here at Rockwall High School, so you can just make your way over. You might as well just walk from there because sometimes the parking is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I want to give you ladies an opportunity to give a shout out to anybody that's not here and who's making an impact and you know, who's just doing really good things for this team.
Honestly, I can't think of anyone specific. It's like the whole team.
Yeah, she's right. But mine specifically is probably Kayla Bullard. Her energy on the court and like she just has like a different kind of like leadership role. And every time that she goes on the court, like she produces. Like I know, like if she gets at the ball, she's gonna put it down. If she gets like served the ball, she's gonna pass a three. And I don't know, Kayla's just like an aspiring player, and she's younger than me, but I kind of look up to her.
No, I like I like where you're at with the team thing because it does. You know, if you can bond together like that and take the selfishness out of it, you know, and just kind of realize that I think that was key in what the soccer team last year did for the Lady Jackets. I mean, there was so much unity and together as a team that they did some amazing things. Okay, before I let you go, football, going to the game.
Yes,
absolutely.
Like sprinting.
There last year.
Yes. But I mean, barely though. I mean,
like
we saw like 30 minutes
of the last quarter, and then you saw all the overtime.
The overtime, yeah. We were there for all the overtime stuff.
Yeah, I was actually playing in a golf tournament at Possum Kingdom, and that's like 2.5 hours away or whatever.
Like disc golf?
Huh?
Like disc golf or like golf?
Golf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've never done. I want to do disc golf, but we got done like at 6 or something. 6:30, and I drove. I had to come back. I had to go back to Possum, but I wasn't going to miss the game. I got there like fourth quarter, like maybe 10 minutes, 8 minutes to go. And then, of course, all the overtimes, it was like you saw a whole nother game. So
yeah, basically.
Really cool. Any predictions? I mean, hey.
We're going to win.
We're going to win.
Yes.
Right.
We're going to win.
I
Go Jackets.
just wanted to see if anybody was, you know, had a boyfriend or something on the other team.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
We can stay on their
Oh,
side.
and also it's a blackout, so everybody wear black.
Yes.
Yeah,
There you go.
Rockwall's black this year.
Yeah, and Rockwall's home. So last year, you know, visiting side. So this year, it's going to be crazy
Yeah,
packed.
it's gonna be
Yeah,
packed.
it's going to be really fun. Guys, 5:30, Rockwall Gym this Friday. Rockwall versus Heath. Let's start it over there, and then let's just move the party over to Wilkerson Stadium.
Let's do it.
And have a good show. Ladies, thank you so much. First time this year we've had like players, and we'll have some coaches on later on. So you are our first guest of the year.
Sweet. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
congratulations on everything so far. Good luck to you. We'll check in with you. We'll have you on the show hopefully a little bit later on down the season. And thank you so much.
We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Good.
Bye,
Okay.
guys.
We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we have she's a fourth grade at Reinhardt Elementary. Her name's Harper Heath. She's got a movie coming out next month in October.
What movie?
She was in kind of an HBO series, and so she is a model. She's an actress. She's a cheerleader. she's kind of everything, and she's really cool, and she's really fun. So we're going to chat with her and have a little bit of fun. We're going to talk some football, too, because she's got a brother that's at Ohio State. She's got a brother that's over at Heath and one that's in Rockwall Middle School. So she's kind of got to support everyone. We'll be back in just a moment with Harper Heath. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Shop the Rock at Rockwall Ford. Get rock bottom pricing on 500 new Fords, cars, trucks, SUVs. We got it all. Log online and get your rock bottom deals today. Visit us at I-30 exit 205.
Rockwallford.com.
I'm a one. I'm a one. One. I'm a 1-to-1. I could never be you. Low me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Low me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a 1-to-1. I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single, let go, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts, like that's a rat. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a new Beamer, I run it to the ground. I used to say nothing, I bet they hear me now. Handle my business, no need to hear me out. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. I'm a 1-to-1, I could never be you. Low me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Low me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a 1-to-1, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Yeah, I could never borrow from no man. How you talking ownership and no land? I got my roll on, now I'm rolling. I drive all my cars like they're stolen. You got on and put your homies out for ransom. I got on and put my homies on the program. Girls to me in my DM tryna link up. I leave them on wreck and get a no jam. I'm a 1-to-1, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. I'm a one. I'm a one. I'm a 1-to-1, I could never be you. Low me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Low me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a 1-to-1, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single, let go, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts, like that's a rat. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a new Beamer, I run it to the ground. I used to say nothing, I bet they hear me now. Handle my business, no need to hear me out. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. I'm a 1-to-1, I could never be you. Low me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Low me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a 1-to-1, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Yeah, I could never borrow from no man. How you talking ownership and no land? I got my roll on, now I'm rolling. I drive all my cars like they're stolen. You got on and put your homies out for ransom. I got on and put my homies on the program. Girls to me in my DM tryna link up. I leave them on wreck and get a no jam. I'm a 1-to-1, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. I'm a one. I'm a one. I'm a 1-to-1, I could never be you. Low me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Low me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a 1-to-1, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single, let go, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I
everyone, and we are back. We are live here at Rockwall Ford. This segment is brought to you by Acre Property Team and Angel Cleveland. Thank you, Angel, for everything you do. If you have any real estate needs, things like that, please, even if you're not looking for anything for a home, just some advice or something like that. She supports what we do and trying to highlight kids and highlight coaches. So, we just kind of ask that if you're looking for some advice to support her and reach out. Okay, we have some kind of new face. So Jeff Gray is off this week. Mr. Branch is off this week, handling some city business, I think, things like that. So we have Mr. Kevin Wingfield is back. Thank you. I'm going to introduce Ms. Harper in just a second. Well, I just said her name. But Alyssa Williams, who Heritage Christian Academy, she's a cheer team captain. And she kind of helps us with some videos and getting some clips for the volleyball games and at their football team, which they're really good right now. So we're actually going to talk with some football players after we get done here. So, we're ready to go with Harper Heath. Harper, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
It's been a little while since we had you on.
Yeah.
Yep, and we understand that your schedule's busy, and we have to go through agents, and we have to, it's really hard to get you here. How have you been?
I've been great. How have you been?
I've been really good. Not as busy or as you, so let's jump into it. Okay, so you have a movie coming out in October.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us about the movie first, not the HBO
Okay.
series. Yep.
So this is the movie. It's called Guardians of Time, and it's going to be coming out on October 1st. We filmed it in Oklahoma. It was really fun. We had to film in this big mansion, and there's these different rooms, and it looked like haunted, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it was in Oklahoma, so that was bad enough already.
Well, how do you explain to people, especially maybe younger kids, that might be looking to get into this, how do you work it around your schedule, with school?
For school, we just unenroll, and then it doesn't count as absent, and then I just enroll, and then they just don't really count that as an absent. It just really means you've been taking off or something like that.
All right. But you still handle it. You still get it done. You enjoy school?
Yeah, I love it. So far, I love 4th grade. It's been really fun.
Yeah, 4th grade is it's fun.
We actually had a test today.
Did you have a test today? So what was the test? What subject?
It was reading.
Reading. Okay.
Yeah.
It's my worst subject. So I don't
Same.
Yeah. See, we're all getting along here. A little bit more about the movie. Okay. So in Oklahoma, it's called Guardians of Time. Without giving it all away, because we want to go see it and support. What did you love about the movie? What was fun about the plot?
Well, it was fun because there was a bunch of girls there, and we all just were immediately friends, and we just loved filming together for a little bit. We didn't really film together, but we did see each other on set a lot. It was just really fun. I loved it.
We're talking with Harper Heath, who's a 4th grader at Reinhardt Elementary. Shout out to Crystal Shockley, who's a former neighbor of mine and assistant principal over there. So, okay. But I want to ask you before they jump in maybe with some questions about the HBO series that you got coming out. So that one's a little bit more on the adult side, but you got a part in it, and it's in the family. So tell us about that.
Basically, it's about a murder that happened in Wiley, Texas. We filmed in Austin, and my first day there, my first day there was at the end of the movie. So I had no idea really what was going on until later on.
Okay. So did you so you just kind of learned about it as you went?
Yeah.
Yeah. The process of getting auditions and things like that, is it a constant thing?
Yeah, I really get auditions 3 times a week, and it's harder to get yeses more than I get nos. I get like hundreds of thousands of nos and like 2 yeses or 3. And it's
It's a numbers game.
yeah.
Just keep going.
Yeah. And I actually am going to audition for a feature film tomorrow. Audition is for like you like send them what you can do, and then they'll come back, and it's actually kind of sad because if they came back, they don't say anything, but so that means I got nothing. But then if I did get it, they would say, yes, we picked you. So that's kind of sad.
Do you have to practice your accents?
No.
No. I'm always amazed at actors and actresses that are like from the UK or
Yes.
you know, and they talk like the English. I don't
like
say English, but
British.
yeah, but then you hear them
Switch so
talk in real
fast.
life, and it's totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally
It's
different.
so weird.
You got anything? You got any questions for her?
When did you start auditioning and getting into acting?
Well, really, this is a fun fact about Corbin. He actually did a little bit of commercials and like photo shoots, but then he stopped because he wanted to do football.
Yeah.
And then
Good choice.
I came. Yeah. And then I came, and my mom signed me up for acting when I was like 3. I didn't really know what I was going into, but then I got my first audition. It was I forgot what Cons commercial, yeah, and it was like so cute because there's 2 little pugs on each side of me licking my face, and it was so funny. I like wouldn't stop laughing, and I then I just kept doing it, and I stuck with it.
She mentioned Corbin. Of course, Corbin Cleveland is the wide receiver for Heath that sets records and went on to Ohio State. And shout out to Corbin Cleveland, who's just battled through the injuries and finally got to suit up and be on the sideline for Ohio State. So wish him all the best, and can't wait to see what future brings for him. So let's ask you about some football here. So first off, your shirt. So everybody can see it. So what does it say there?
It says, well, I can't really read it.
Better
but
Together? Is that what it says?
Yeah, it says Better Together, Heath and Rockwell.
Yeah. So tell us about you've got the Heath and the Rockwall. Why?
Okay, so basically,
And I do know the answer, but I was just going to let you guess.
my mom and someone like got together, and then they broke up and blah blah blah, and then my dad and my mom met each other, and then my dad had 2 children and my mom had 4.
So we have who playing for Heath? Cash.
It was Cash Corbin Cutter.
Yeah.
But now it's just Cash.
Yeah, Cash is, of course, the outstanding offensive lineman. Moved from center, is now playing like left tackle, left guard, I think. I can't remember. He's on the O line, but he's moved from center, left tackle. Yeah. So you have Cash playing there, and then you have your other brother who's middle school Rockwall, right?
Yes.
So you're kind of torn. You get. Okay, yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So you're kind of split. You've got, you know. So where do you sit? Do you just go right in the middle? Like if you go to the game this Friday?
Yeah, basically. I go for Heath, but then on Thursdays I go for Rockwall, and on Fridays I go for Heath.
That'll work.
Yeah.
That'll work.
But
I'm good with that.
Next year it's going to be hard because Logan, who's Rockwall, is going to go against Cash, who's Heath, and I'm really just going to be like, I'm going to stay at home. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll get you a Rockwall County Game Day T-shirt.
Yeah.
And you can do Rockwall County Game Day, and you can go on the sidelines.
Yeah.
And you can just, you don't have to pick a side. Yeah.
You just be our sideline reporter.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
That's
Back and
great.
forth.
I have one pair of orange Nikes and red ones, and so I wear one red, one orange.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yes, I'll wear one orange, one red.
My dad loves to give me, like, cool shoes. Like,
yes.
he got me these ones that, like, look like a jean jacket. No, my mom got me those. And they're, like, like high tops, and they were really cute. And then my dad got me ones like last year, and they had like a cute little yellow smiley face on them, and they were so cute.
Every
love
time I
them.
see her dad, Barry Heath, he's always got some new shoes, and it makes me have an itch to go buy some new shoes. So trying to keep up with this shoe game. If you could, maybe Lindy, yes, if you could just tell him to cool it for a minute, my wife would appreciate it. Okay, so I want to ask you about Corbin and how fun it was, the Ohio State, and how proud of him are you?
Yeah, it was like really difficult for him because he didn't want to tell anyone that he didn't really like didn't really want to just stay there by himself. He wanted to go out, which he didn't really tell nobody, so he just kind of stayed. And yeah,
When he was injured,
yeah, he didn't travel, and he didn't like go to the hotels like with all the boys.
He's a big time player, and so
Yeah.
so he wants to be he
wants to be involved.
It's
Yeah,
an adjustment. It's a hard adjustment.
Yeah, and then this year he probably was like thinking he just wasn't going to suit up, and next year he would. But his coaches said you can suit up because his foot is completely better, and he suited
That's
up,
good to hear.
and he was like, oh my gosh, he was so excited. He was like texting everyone like, are y'all gonna watch it on the online, and are y'all gonna be there? And we're like, yep, we sure are.
Yeah. No, what a cool moment for the family and everybody. I know everybody was excited, so that
Yeah.
was really cool. Okay, so this when you go to the game and things like that, what's your food? What are you snacking on while you're there?
I usually get the pizza
Can't go wrong
or
with pizza.
the Chick-fil-A chicken burger,
You can't go wrong with
chicken sandwich, chicken
yes with
burger.
any of it.
Yeah.
Cheerleader.
Yes.
Cheerleader.
Let's ask her some cheerleading questions.
All right.
I'll give you the
Yeah.
floor on cheerleading.
So, are you competitive cheer or school cheer?
Yeah, I do competitive. We don't have school cheer at our school. We don't
Okay.
we don't even have like a football team. Yeah,
Okay.
we go to United Elite. I go to United Elite, and it's really fun.
Mhm.
I actually just learned my round off back handspring, back handspring, back handspring.
Wow.
It was so fun because
Lost me on the second
Yeah.
one.
I got dizzy as she said that. I was like,
I was watching her do it. So.
yes, yeah.
Those are my favorite cheers.
Yeah.
Ones with
and I've been just really working. My team's been working really hard on this, so I'm excited to go to show offs, because show offs is like where we show off our routine, and I'm
Mhm.
so excited for that. So then we can just show everyone how we do it and how our team does it.
When is that? When do y'all?
I don't really know.
It's later
I think
on.
it's like October, like
Ok, so
far
it's-
away.
Okay, yeah. I wish. See, October for a fourth grader is like far away. October for the bills that are coming is like tomorrow. So I don't.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Harper. So, how much fun are you having with all the activities and
doing a lot.
everything like that?
Oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun with cheer. I have cheer 6.5 hours a week. They actually just added Saturday. I like Saturday practices because it's kind of like just chill. We're kind of just
yeah.
like working on it. And we're tweaking it,
Mhm.
but then like Tuesdays and Thursdays are like we like try so hard. Like it's amazing.
I won't fault you for this if the answer is yes. Are you signing autographs at school?
No,
And are you letting people know that, hey, I'm doing some movies?
no.
No? Oh, man, I would be. I'd be telling everybody because that's getting in with the cool crowd, things like
Yeah.
that. Actually, she probably is the cool crowd. So with all the shoes, everybody wants to see her shoes. Okay. What else? What else, Harper? What else you got going that you want to let everybody know about?
I really just have like cheer, and I'm working on acting. That's really all.
Is the ultimate goal, like, would you love to see yourself one day, take acting further?
Yeah, I would love to like go on a huge red carpet soon. I wish I could so bad.
Yeah, that sounds like an expensive trip, Mom. Got to get the dress and everything else. So,
Yeah, Mom.
okay, this this rivalry that that you have and things like that, but there's so much love that you have for Cash, and I know
Yeah.
you're always Cash is just he's a gentle giant, but
Yeah.
man, he's can be mean on the on the football field.
I bet.
But how how special is it to have brothers, not just Cash, but Corbin and everybody.
It's really crazy because like they're all doing football and I'm the only one that's like doing cheer and acting and all of that. Like,
Yeah.
and they're like Cash actually, when I was like 5, I actually had a picture with him when he was carrying me, and he was like, I was at the end of the football game and they won, and then I got one this year, and my mom's gonna do like a little side by side. It's gonna be so cute.
There you go. There you go. Okay, before we let you go, tell me one more time. So, the Guardians of Time comes out in October. October 11th.
Yeah,
Okay.
October 11th.
And will that be movie theater or? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the HBO deal comes out. Okay, so that'll be coming out as well.
Yeah.
Congratulations, keep
Yeah.
at it. You're
Really impressive.
it's really cool to see students in Rockwall and doing really cool
Yeah.
things, and so you look happy. You look like you're having a blast, and
Yeah.
you're managing it all, or at least Mom's managing it all. Somebody's got to get her there, right?
For real. Actually, when I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna see my grandpa Barry. He just got into town on Monday,
Okay.
and then
Ah, okay, gotcha.
he wants to go to the Rockwall and Heath game.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, everybody does. That'll be Friday at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
There's not many tickets left, so
I don't know if there's any
don't think
tickets
there-
left.
no.
They had sent something today that
they
you
sold
got to
out
click on the
Monday.
Rockwall thing to buy them. I don't know what that means, but anyhow, it's going to be I don't know who's going to be driving around or who's going to be doing 10,000 people. They can fit 10,000 in there. They'll have 10,500. They'll go over that. So
They'll move all the bands to the end zones. Just open up that
Yeah.
area.
I don't think there's gonna be one spot left.
No.
no.
they're
Definitely
not.
not.
No, you got to go early. You got to go early. But hey, again, just a reminder: Rockwall Heath volleyball. The girls play each other at Rockwall High School at 5:30. So you just
And kudos to them for moving the game up so these kids can get out there and watch this. Too many times you have a game like this and it starts at 7 o'clock also.
Right.
So good for them for moving this up for these kids.
yeah, absolutely. So that everybody can get over there and enjoy that. Harper, good luck
Yes.
to you.
Thank you.
We'll keep up with you. I'm super excited, super impressed with you. Always have been, and it's
Thank
cool
you.
to see you doing cool things, and it's cool to see you smiling about it.
Yeah.
So that's really what counts.
Thank you.
Good luck this Friday, and we will catch up with you soon. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We're going to let her go, and then we're going to talk a little six-man football with Heritage Christian Academy. And then, like I said, if you've seen the lineup right after Heritage Christian, we've got Dallas Christian coming in, and then we've got Heath. We've got Heath football, and we're gonna get into the I-30 Classic and see if we can get them to predict the score.
I might have heard that my brother's gonna be on here too.
He is. Cash Cleveland is coming. I should have brought my bigger set because Cash and those boys, they're big boys and
Big kids.
yeah, but I can move over. I can handle it. So thank you for coming. Thank you
You're
for stopping
welcome.
by. We'll see you again. Don't go anywhere, Heritage Christian Academy fans. Excuse me. We are going to be talking with a couple of football players. Coach Mack will not be here. Thank goodness. I don't know. I don't know how they talked him into not coming, but I really appreciate it. And he's going to message me in a minute. But no, I love Coach Mack. He's awesome. But we're going to talk some football, and these guys are off to a great start. And we're also going to talk a little bit more about what's going on at Heritage Christian Academy, and we'll go from there. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Bye.
Shop the Rock at Rockwall Ford. Get rock bottom pricing on 500 new Fords, cars, trucks, SUVs. We got it all. Log online and get your rock bottom deals today. Visit us at I-30 exit 205.
Rockwall4.com.
I'm a one. I'm a one. I'm a one-to-one. I could never be you. Low me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Low me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one. I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single, let go, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts, like that's a rack. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a new beamer, I run it to the ground. I used to say nothing, I bet they hear me now. Handle my business, no need to hear me out. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Low me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Low me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Yeah, I could never borrow from no man. How you talking ownership and no land? I got my roll on, now rolling. I drive all my cars like they're stolen. You got on and put your homies out for ransom. I got on and put my homies on the program. Girls to me in my DM tryna link up. I leave them on wreck and get a no jam. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Lil me tools, no, I can't be fooled. I'm a one. I'm a one. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Low me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Low me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single, let go, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts, like that's a rack. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a new beamer, I run it to the ground.
We're back. We are live here at Rockwall Ford, and let's do this. This segment brought to you by Vice and Henley, attorneys and counselors at law. We really appreciate the support. They're one of our newer sponsors. They cover a lot of Royce City stuff that we do, especially the pre-games and halftime shows and things like that at Royce City. So we really appreciate all the support that they've given us. We just let Harper Heath go, and now it's time to Heritage Christian Academy football. We're here with Zachary and Will, both seniors on the team. Guys, thank you for joining us. Of course, Kevin Wingfield is wearing that H proudly. It's a big week. It's I-30 Classic Week. Of course, we are representing the. Can we put it right there? There we go, right in the middle. There we go. I kind of like things like
Yeah.
it's got to be anyway.
We too.
Yeah. So guys, thank you for joining us. First off, congratulations on the start of the season. I know talking with Coach Mack, he had some high hopes coming into this season, and making sure we're on mute. Again, guys, if you can't hear us, please let us know. If you have any questions, please send them in, because we'd be happy to ask the guys some questions for you. Just overall, Zachary, your thoughts on the season?
I think it's off to a really good start. We're very different from last year. We're winning again, so I think we're just back to having fun and putting in work, and just each day we're out there conditioning more, getting more in shape. So,
Will, your thoughts on the season, and how much fun you guys are having?
Yeah, we're doing really good so far. Compared to last year, it's a whole lot more fun. It just seems like everyone really wants to be out there. So.
Before I turn, I know Alyssa, she's got some questions. But I just, kind of actually, I've got two questions. So sorry. the difference between last year and this year, Zachary, in your mind?
In my mind, I think we're a lot more physical this year. Our sideline is a lot more loud this year. We're out there. We're going on when the ball snapped, and just we're out there physical in the other team's faces, just trying to be the best we can.
Taylor, Leal, it's because of those awesome senior leaders. Yay, HCA football. So, and then the last question. Listen, I'm all for everybody coming together. Y'all came together really nicely after your game with Rockwall Providence. But how can we spice that up a little bit and get some? I'm trying to get.
Here we go again.
I'm trying to get this rivalry going. Seriously, I know that they're just starting, and it's cool to have another program, especially locally for you guys to be able to play. But for you guys, I know you're going out as seniors, but how excited are you to see something like that born and hopefully grow into something good?
I think I'm excited because it gives me another game to come back for, except for homecoming, because it's almost like the rivalry game, almost like an I-30 Classic that I can come back to. In a way, it's also good because I can see how the team has grown after I leave, and so.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really cool to see how that program grows. It's year one. You're trying to figure everything out, logistics, everything's new. Will, how about you? To be able to come back and see, that they can play a Rockwall team and something fun for you, like you said.
Yeah, it's just another, like you said, really fun thing to have that rivalry. A big game, really something to look forward to, especially for fans. So, yeah.
Unconfirmed reports, Kevin, that they were walking on their flag.
I believe I heard the same thing.
I'm just they were walking all over the Rockwall Providence flag. I can't confirm that. There might be a flag out there, like on the ground. I don't know. I can't confirm that either. Alyssa, I'll let you take it away before start something there.
Just a few questions. Like you said, it's really different. Football season is really different. The team is really different. But I feel like just in school, we have a lot more of like a boosted morale and boosted school spirit. What do you think changed that, and how do you think that's bled into the football team? And do you think it's going to affect how y'all play this season?
By the way, no credit is to be given to Coach Mack. So
Yeah.
You cannot give – no, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I really think it's because we're seeing our work pay off, because after last year, the first week back after the season ended, we were in the weight room lifting, trying to get faster, stronger, better. And I think just seeing that boost and the leadership change this year, I've been a part of the program for 6 years now, so I really want to see the team succeed.
Yeah.
So it really, I want to see these guys under me succeed. So I think it's a more like a group working together, really, is what it is.
Mm-hmm. I can tell that there's just this undescribable drive that literally all the football.
There's good crowds.
guys
There's
have.
good support out there.
Well, when Coach Mack was here last week, that's what he spoke about, is how the change was the senior leadership. And you guys being seniors, you're a big part of that. He basically came in and took over and said, hey, look, this is how we're going to do this, more vocal. And, it's paid off. It's clear that it's paid off.
Yeah.
But no credit to Coach Mack.
Yeah, no credit to Coach Mack. No. Okay, so your role on the team, Zachary. What are you asked to do? I know you play. You guys got to play both sides of the ball. What are you asked to do, and what do you enjoy?
I've been asked to step into a way where I can help lead these guys in a way. And can you repeat that second part of the question?
Yeah, no, just your role in the team and the positions you play.
Oh, I play center and then defensive end on defense, and I feel like that the coaches have put me in a role where I can really show these guys what we want out of them and how we want them to be throughout the rest of high school. And I feel like given this role, we can really shape these into be a championship winning team. Again,
I like to hear championship winning team.
Yes.
I like that. Will, you as a senior, first off, your role on the team, and then what positions are you playing? For the folks out there that don't know.
So I'm playing running back and linebacker, and both me and Zach, we're kind of in charge of
The captains.
The captains.
Yeah,
You
we're
can
in
say it.
we're in charge of like locker room cleaning up and getting ready before practice and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, and this offense that you guys have, it's crazy. The game is so fast, and you've got to be ready to go right back out there on defense. What's the conditioning like for you guys?
Basically, sprints every day because we got to stay in shape. So, like today we were running down and backs, but it's really just trying to keep us in shape. That way we can get out there, keep our speed up, and also once we do score, we come back and we're alive on defense and we're just ready to go again. So.
What do you guys got this week? What's coming up for you guys?
Fair Hill School in Dallas.
Okay, so you're on the road this week.
Yes.
And what's your season like? So how many games overall total do you play?
10.
10. Okay. So this is what, week
5?
5. Okay, so week 5. What is the message in the locker room? Because you guys have started off really hot. You're playing really well. But how are you making sure that you maintain for the rest of the year?
Mainly, don't get it too big of a head. It's giving Coach Mac credit here, but we take it 1 week at a time. It's we play in 1 week seasons, as we like to say.
Yeah.
So every week we're 0-0 every week, so that we don't get this head on our shoulders that we're big and bad. But we just like to keep that level head of we're back at that. We were 0-10 last year. We're back at that torn level, so we need to get back out there and play better. So
He passed the test, Kevin. I wanted to hear the 1 week season thing.
We heard it, so you both get stickers.
The message has been received.
That'll make Coach Mack feel pretty good.
Yes, it should, because that's a big part of it.
It is a huge part.
How much fun, Will, is being a student at Heritage Christian Academy, and what's it like for those that don't know?
It's a lot of fun. It's a smaller school, but you're really close with everyone in your class, so you got a lot of friends, got a lot of people you can rely on, and it's overall just a lot of fun crowd.
Yeah.
Alyssa, a lot of the elementary grades, stuff like that, they're all in the same school with y'all?
No, so we have a secondary building and then we have an elementary building.
Okay.
It's 7th through 12th for the secondary
7th through
building.
12th.
But,
But
we're
you
all
still
on the same
know.
campus.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Well,
you still know all the elementary
I was going to
kids.
say, you've got to carry yourself a certain way because you're a mentor and these kids are watching every
Those little
day.
eyes will see. That's right.
Yeah, and whereas there's that separation, so that culture at the school, what's to make sure that you're carrying yourself a certain way every single day. Alyssa, what is that like for you guys?
You really have to make sure you're holding yourself accountable because, no matter where you step, there's going to be someone watching. Not in a bad way, but just because there is such a small school, people do notice you, and you just have to be making sure that you're making Christ-like decisions because that's what the school teaches us to do. And I teach Scream Team, which is a little cheerleading squad. So I honestly, I have to hold myself accountable too, because those girls will see me, and if I make one slip up, that's on me, and that's not their responsibility to lead.
Yeah, no, with such a small campus, you have to. And of course, it's getting bigger. They're going to build that gymnasium.
Yes.
So that's going to be really cool and a big step for the school and for you guys. Okay, so kind of before we let you go here, obviously the goal is championship, right? To win the last game played, at the end of the year. What is something like that? We're talking about one. Coach Mack may not like this question because we're talking about 1 week seasons, right? But just do you understand what it could mean for the school? For a deep playoff run or championships, things like that.
I feel like it could almost bring faith back into the football program because through the recent years we haven't really had much support behind us. But I feel like if we almost have something to prove in a way, and by taking a deep playoff run, we can almost prove our names in a way. So
I went to the last scrimmage, Kevin, and I was very impressed. And I was like, wow, that's really good. And then we talked with Coach Mack afterwards, and he said the things that coaches say, and he was very, hey, we want to get better so that by December, we're ready to play for a championship and things like that. It's kind of what you expected a coach to say, but given history, and that's for us people like me that look around and look at records, you're thinking, well, how good would they be? And it's been very impressive. You guys have obviously received the message, and you're playing fun. You're playing really good, but most importantly, you're having fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah. Alyssa, you got any other questions for them?
Yeah. So y'all are seniors. We're all seniors. What legacy do you wish to leave, just school-wide and mostly in the athletic department?
Hoping to leave be good leaders, in the football team and at school in the classroom, and just keep working hard, keep playing hard, keep the energy up,
Yeah.
keep winning.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, I was the Royce City coach was calling me, so I was letting him know that hey, we're live. Are you still coming? So hopefully we're gonna have Royce City football here tonight. Parting words. You guys. Just a shout out to Will. If you could, who are some players out there that are just making an impact, and you have really fun playing with out there?
They're all fun to play with. The freshmen, they're really stepping up, playing hard. It's good to have them as well. Everyone's really stepped up this year.
Yeah, I like that. Every good team says, it's like, hey, they don't want to take the credit. They want to, say, hey, it's just fun to play with everybody out there. Any final questions for them before we let them go?
I just want to say, y'all are doing such a good job, and I see the drive. This freshman class is, absolutely insane. Just the freshmen in the volleyball team, their drive is insane. Football team, their drive is insane. Their energy is great. The sideline energy is great. On the cheer squad, the freshmen are so driven. They are asking for more practices a week, and I've never had someone on the squad ask that.
Yeah.
But I just want to say congratulations to y'all and good luck.
Thank you.
Zach, are you playing tennis? Are you?
I'm still thinking about it right now, but
Okay.
I'm probably going to be playing tennis in the spring. So
It's fun.
Yeah. You just keep going. Any plans? What's the future for you guys? Are you in something you enjoy? Is college? Anything that you're planning on doing?
I haven't really been looking much into playing after high school, but I'm open if somebody wants me. So.
And what about just college in general? What do you enjoy doing?
I'm looking into studying physical therapy.
Okay.
So
all right.
I'm looking into going to school for that in Arkansas or Alabama or somewhere.
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah, my wife's physical therapist, so it's a busy field. It can be. But Will, what about you?
I'm hoping to study cybersecurity, and
Okay.
I'd like to go to college in Colorado.
All right. Yeah. Nothing wrong with Colorado. Yeah, the weather's good over there. Coming from a person that's never been, so what do I know? But it's what you get. You got to say it with confidence. The weather's great over there. I love Colorado, the mountains, everything you see on TV. You just kind of repeat it, and that's what it is. Guys, thank you so much. We love hearing from you guys. I was out there at the game. Got some really good highlights and interviews that we'll be releasing soon enough for you guys. So, I really enjoyed. Good luck this week. Safe travels, stay healthy, and things like that. And hopefully, you guys are playing that the last game. And we'll talk to you before then. We'll have you on once again. So good.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna let these guys go. Heritage Christian Academy. There's a lot of cool things going on over there, guys. If you're not keeping up with the volleyball team, they continue to do really well. They've got a track record of success, and that school just has a lot of pride. And you can see it from students like these, and from Coach Mack and parents that come out support those stands. They really are fun, and it's such a close community. So after the game, do y'all go to Joe Willie's?
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
I was
Literally everyone.
looking at the stands, and I was like, that's got to be a lot of people. Do you pre-order? What do you do there?
Those waiters and waitresses are the absolute best. They just suffer through.
What's your go-to there? Your meal?
Chicken wings?
Probably the big dog with shredded cheese.
What's
on
the
it.
big dog?
The big hot dog.
Oh,
that they
okay,
have, so.
gotcha.
I gotta go with the buffalo wings.
Okay.
Queso and fries.
Chicken fried steak sandwich all day. It's pretty money. I don't get to eat chicken fried steak too much. So do you go? Have you been over there?
Never been.
Oh, you got to go. It's good. The owner's really nice, and the food there is excellent. So it's a good spot. Okay, guys, we'll let you go. Good luck this week, and
you.
we'll see you again soon. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we have Dallas Christian football, another team around here that is on a tear, and they are defending state champions, and they look to be on track, and they're playing some really tough teams, and they're getting the job done. So we're going to talk with some football players from Dallas Christian when we come back. Don't go anywhere. We are live at Rockwall Ford. It is I-30 Classic Week, and so we have lots more to go as far as football goes. We didn't get as much volleyball. I couldn't get Heath in. Coach Unger, it was just kind of last minute, so hopefully we can have Heath volleyball and Royce City volleyball and Dallas Christian and Heritage Christian on soon enough. So we'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Shop the Rock at Rockwall Ford. Get rock bottom pricing on 500 new Fords, cars, trucks, SUVs. We got it all. Log online and get your rock bottom deals today. Visit us at I-30 exit 205.
Rockwall4.com.
I'm a one. I'm a one. I'm a 1-to-1. I could never be you. Low me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Low me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a 1-to-1. I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single, let go, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts, like that's a rack. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a new Beamer, I run it to the ground. I used to say nothing, I bet they hear me now. Handle my business, no need to hear me out. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than the check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. I'm a 1-to-1, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a 1-to-1, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Yeah, I could never borrow from no man. How you talking ownership and no land? I got my roll on, now I'm rolling. I drive all my cars like they're stolen. You got on and put your homies out for ransom. I got on and put my homies on the program. Girls to me in my DM tryna link up. I leave them on wreck and get a no jam. I'm a 1-to-1, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. I'm a one. I'm a one. I'm a 1-to-1, I could never be you. Low me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Low me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a 1-to-1, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single, let go, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts, like that's a rack. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a new Beamer, I run it to the ground. I used to say nothing, I bet they hear me now. Handle my business, no need to hear me out. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. I'm a 1-to-1, I could never be you. Low me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Low me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a 1-to-1, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Yeah, I could never borrow from no man. How you talking ownership and no land? I got my roll on, now I'm rolling. I drive all my cars like they're stolen. You got on and put your homies out for ransom. I got on and put my homies on the program. Girls to me in my DM tryna link up. I leave them on wreck and get a no jam. I'm a 1-to-1, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. I'm a one. I'm a one. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Yeah, I could never borrow from no man. How you talking ownership and no land? I got my roll on, now I'm rolling. I drive all my cars like they're stolen. You got on and put your homies out for ransom. I got on and put my homies on the program. Girls to me in my DM tryna link up. I leave them on wreck and get a no jam. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. I'm a one. I'm a one. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single like, oh, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts like that's a rack. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a new beamer, I run it to the ground. I used to say nothing, I bet they hear me now. Handle my business, no need to hear me out. Talking too much, say less. If it's less.
One. Okay, we're back. We are live here at Rockwall Ford. Let me switch this because I am just I got to figure out how to do this. So this segment brought to you by Tucker Roofing Systems. Play like a champion today. Tucker, Mr. John Tucker is a supporter of ours, and he helps make sure that all this is running, and he supports what we're doing as far as supporting and talking about student athletes and coaches and things like that. So if you have any roofing needs or anything like that, please think of Tucker Roofing Systems. They support the kids in the community, and we just ask that you support them when that time comes for all your roofing needs. All right, Dallas Christian football. Here we go. The defending state champions are here with us. They are they look poised. They look to make another run. They're playing a really tough schedule. I've got to witness a really, really good game against a team that's a little bit bigger school, but they're ranked number one as you guys are. I'll start with it, and I even wrote it down for my notes here. But, of course, we got Zach Hernandez down on the far end. Then we got Porter, and then sophomore quarterback Luke Carney, and then we have Cole here, right?
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, thanks for joining.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having us. How you guys feeling?
Ready. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, pretty incredible.
Yes,
I like that. If you wanted to wear the shades up here, you could have. Nobody would have said anything to you. Zach up here, he brings water jugs. He does all sorts of things. So I mean, the glasses would have been okay. Let's start by just kind of talking about your roles on the teams. Cole, I'll start with you. Can you tell us the position you play on? I know, but for those that don't know the DC Chargers, what position you play out there?
Yes, sir, absolutely. Last year I played center, and then this year I got moved back to guard. I was a guard my whole career leading up to my sophomore year. Moved to center last year. I'm back to right guard.
Do they ask you to play both ways at times, or do you get the benefit of playing just on the O-line?
I've been working defensive line as hard as I can for the last 3 years, and I have still only played 2 meaningful snaps on the defensive side of the ball. So maybe as the season goes on, we'll see some change in that. But for now, I'm pretty much just offense.
As the season has progressed, I talked about the schedule that you guys play. How in your mind what do you do with your hands? I don't know. I thought he was about to make a joke. Yeah.
No, I was thinking.
Yeah. But hey, how do you in your mind? How's the season going?
Oh man, I think we've gotten off to one of the best starts we probably could have. I mean, obviously we opened up at Dunn, and that was a little rough game for us. We still got the win, but it was a game to kind of feel each other out, see how we are as a team, because we got a ton of new players, and it always takes a week or two to really kind of merge and see how we play with each other on the field, how we mesh. And we did a really poor job of that week 1, but we came Monday ready to go, get ready, and it only took us a week, and we're rolling right now.
Yeah, and I typically I try to do my homework and ask this. So all of you played, somebody says, Cole, a.k.a. Ricky Bobby. What do you do with your hands? All of you played last year. I don't know, Zach, you didn't, and I know you did, but you two guys played on it.
Yes, sir.
The difference from last year to this year, what's making this team their own identity?
Having Zach on the team really helps. He stepped in, obviously big name guy. Everyone knew who he was when he got there, but he didn't come in acting like he knew that everyone knew who he was. He came in, leveled down with us, humbled himself, and came in, just worked hard, led by example, and did a really good job of that. Will Nettles, obviously, our 2023 or 2024 DB, he's the same kind of guy. Like, he's got all the offers, he's got the ratings, the interviews and everything everywhere. But if you met him, you would have never known that he's that guy. We just have a really humble team that's just ready to grind in, Monday through Thursday and come out on Friday and show us what we're about.
Yeah, we're here talking with the DC Chargers. I want to ask you about one of your teammates, because I really like the guy. Got to interview him last year or this season with you. Dump Truck. I like the name. I like the chain. I like who he is. Can you talk about your teammate there?
Yeah, he's a really, really, really good guy and a really good teammate. He's really, really nice, down to earth, pretty quiet, but when it comes to grind time, for him to step up, he's always going to be there. Even as a D tackle, he's getting to the quarterback, fighting through double teams every other play. Good work ethic, even better kid.
This team that you're on this year, how much fun are you having with the squad that you have this year?
I mean, football's been my life for the last 18 years, and this is the most fun I've ever had. I've played on some really fun teams, played on some really good teams, dating back to Pee-wee days, but this is the most fun I've ever had. We have a good time at practice, but we know when to work. We know when to have a good time in the locker room, but we know when we hit the field, it's time to lock in, be serious, get the work in.
A lot of times, the O-line, the D-line, they just don't get that credit. They're just down doing the dirty work and things like that. And when you're out there, you're handling your man, or you're pulling, you're doing whatever you have to do. And a lot of times the play happens and you really don't see it a lot. Is that really true? I mean, number one, and then two, when you go back and look at tape, how cool is it to see Luke doing what he's doing, and and Zach, and I want to give the other running back,
Chris.
Yes, just how fun is it to see what they're able to do?
It is true that when you're an offensive lineman, and Porter can attest to this, you're buried in that defensive lineman. You can't see, against FBA a few weeks ago, Zach opened the game with a 60-yard touchdown. And I'm blocking my guy, I'm doing my thing. I hear everyone start cheering. I didn't even know what happened. I look, and Zach's 40 yards downfield about to score a touchdown. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then going back and watching film too, I'll see plays that Porter made on the offensive line. I'll see what Zach's doing, a beautiful ball Luke's throwing. And it is really awesome to go back on film and watch that kind of stuff that I had no idea was really happening. But yeah, Porter can talk a little bit about that you're in your own zone when you're in an offensive lineman.
Yeah, I'll let you speak on it.
Yeah.
Just kind of,
I mean, you're just focused on your own blocks, but it is very rewarding to see Zach running up the sideline or Luke throwing dots. That's all the credit we need, really.
Yeah.
Is touchdowns. So.
Yeah, no, I mean that's true. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like you did your job, and you're just making sure that the offensive line. Can you just talk about the unity that there is, and and then how much better do you think you guys can get as an O-line unit?
We're obviously still improving. It's only week 4, but we're starting to hit our stride and get to what we think our potential can be. Coach Foster, amazing offensive line coach, and he's really taught us and let us learn to really buy into the role of being the selfless, down and dirty, nitty-gritty player. We got Garrett Blasingame. He's a junior. He stepped into a big role this year. First year starting. Aiden Wirtz, he had some varsity playing time last year, but he's really stepped up and done a really good job. Greg Saldivar, he's looking to come off an injury pretty soon, but, he started the season. He's a senior. he's been doing a really good job when he's healthy, and he'll be back soon. And then Titus Small was, kind of the unsung hero. He was brought in when Greg was injured, and he's been doing a good job. And then Devontae's been being asked to play both ways. He's done a heck of a job at offensive line, but we've really bought into the role of being the selfless, kind of nitty-gritty group on the team, and pushing the guys into deep water.
Yeah, no, I like it. As the season goes, you just get to know each other a little bit more, and then the running backs understand, what you guys are trying to do, and you just you play off of each other. So,
yes, sir.
Luke, I want to switch over to you. Obviously, quarterback of this team, you're able to help this team, win a state championship as a freshman. You come in here now as a sophomore, and you guys are looking to make another run. Being a sophomore, what's that like? You've got a lot of leadership around you and things like that, but you're also called upon to be a leader, because that's what the quarterback position demands. What can you take away from the leadership that you have on this team?
Well, we had a great year last year, obviously. Had some new guys coming this year, so bonding together. And I kind of had to step up as leader because a lot of our seniors last year, obviously, were out to college. So I had to fill a big role in that way. So, it's been tough for me a little bit to be a little bit more vocal this year and be a leader by example, things like that. But I think I filled that pretty well this year. Just keep moving forward.
The quarterback position, obviously we've talked about the O-line, but I'll let you talk about the O-line and the job they do. What is it like to have confidence knowing that you've got a group of guys in front of you that are battling?
Yeah, well, they definitely don't get the credit they deserve, the offensive line, like they were saying. But unsung heroes up front, blocking for me every single play. They don't get to see what's going on a lot of the time, but they've gotten better every single week. Last week I didn't get sacked. The week before that I don't think I got sacked. So I've had great protection, great run blocking for Zach, obviously, things like that. They've done great up front.
What have you learned from your freshman year to your sophomore year? I feel like a game like against Fort Bend, that was a really, really tough game. But you had to pull on some experience from last year. What have you learned?
I think having more experience definitely helps. I've gotten a little bigger, grown a little bit, got a little thicker. So, you know what I'm saying? Just the off-season work that I put from last year to this year, I think it's translated onto the field.
The makeup of this team, in your mind, how much fun are you guys having? What's it like in the locker room for you guys?
It's great in the locker room. After school, a lot of times it's like 100 degrees. Do I really want to practice, things like that? But then whenever I get in the locker room with those guys, it's like I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go sweat for 3 hours and get it done with the boys.
Do you guys find yourself like just protecting him at all times, even when you're like not on the field? You feel like, hey, that's my guy.
Oh yeah,
that's our job. That's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking with the Dallas Christian Chargers football squad. They're off to a 4-0 start, and you got a big game coming up against Nolan at home this Friday night. Luke, what's preparation been like this week? And what's the message to make sure you guys stay focused on getting better, and then obviously trying to win a game?
Well, obviously just trying to get better every single week. We put in a lot of work this week. I think we have a good game plan, so it's honestly just up to us to go execute. Coach Wheeler and the rest of the coaching staff have done a great job of preparing us all year. So at the end of the day, it's just us putting in the work on Friday and getting it done.
What's it like, playing under Coach Wheeler and a coach that's been doing it for a long time and is racking up some wins and expects a lot out of his players? What is that like?
It's great. He has so much experience, knows what to do in every single moment, so we can learn a lot from him in those in the crunch time. So it's great having him as a coach.
I want to ask you about your defense because you when you get to see them play or on film or things like that, what excites you about this defense?
Just their ability to get the ball back to me. We haven't given up much points, not many yards, so getting the ball back in my hands is what I want.
And then finally, what are you enjoying about this year? Just besides football and everything else, just this group and the moment and things like that.
I think just the energy we have, whether that's in school, on the field, in the locker room, wherever it is, just having fun with the team is the most important thing.
homework on Nolan and things like that. You guys ready to go?
Yes, sir. I think we're ready to go.
Yeah. It should be a really good game. That's Nolan out of Fort Worth, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So they're a good program. They win some games. So that should be another good matchup for y'all. Does it with you guys being and anybody can answer this, but being defending state champions and playing all these good squads, everybody's coming for you, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
sir.
what's that like for you guys?
It pushes us, and we know we're going to get every team's best shot week in, week out. They're going to come prepared. They're probably going to have their best week of practice they've had, just getting ready for us. Big old target on our back, but we like it. We like the challenge. We like getting the chance to go out and prove ourselves every week.
Yeah, I love it. Porter, we'll come down to you, and you're obviously a part of this offensive line. Can you just expand on what they've kind of said about the unity of this team and the O-line?
Yeah, so all 5 of our O-linemen actually were on the team last year, so that helps.
Yep.
Every single one of them. Not one of them are transfers, so we're all really good friends. We're a unit,
As we got Siri asking, talking about something, I don't know. But anyway, we're good.
And makes our jobs a lot easier when we get to block for these 2 guys. So,
I want to ask you about Dallas Christian and just the school and how much fun it is to be a part of that school, and what's the spirit like, and just the atmosphere there.
Yeah, I've been growing up at DC my whole life. My 2 older brothers went through the program. My whole family has 6 kids. Every single one of them's been through. I started going to DC at 6th grade, so always played football there. They always got the best pep rallies, TV's ribs at the concession stand.
Ribs?
Ribs. Oh yeah, ribs. Come on now.
I missed the ribs.
That's how I became an O lineman.
I like it.
Yeah, but I don't think you'll find football anywhere better than Dallas Christian.
Yeah,
so.
I like it. It's a good atmosphere, and the fans really get into it, and I just like the whole feel of what's going on in that stadium and the kids running around and everything else. It's a close community for sure. Where do you see this team? That you guys started from day one to now. How do you feel about where you guys are?
I think we're going to win another ring.
There you go.
I think all the other guys can attest to that, but I don't think anybody can stop us. I think we're a powerhouse, and we just got to stay humble, though, of course. And I think these early, tough games are preparing us for what's to come in playoffs and hopefully state. So
I want to ask you about your running back that you have down there. What was the nickname?
Muscle hamster.
Muscle hamster. Can you talk a little bit about your running back down there and what he brings to the team?
Yeah, he truly is a muscle hamster. He's going to run through some guys, and he can juke them out as well. So, wouldn't rather block for anybody else.
Did anything surprise you? Obviously, you said you knew about him and things like that. But anything surprise you about Zach? That you didn't hear about or know about when he came over?
Yeah, I knew he was small and quick, but I didn't know he could run through guys the way he can. I mean, I'm trying to think which game that was. Was it FBA or Fort Bend? I think it was 22.
Could have been any of them.
Any of them.
Happened
Any of
all
them.
week.
Ran straight up the middle, and the middle linebacker tried to tackle him, and he ran right over him.
Yeah,
so
I guess it's got to be fun watching tape. When film the next day, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This week preparation, things like that. What's been the message? Internally, not just from the coaches.
Stay focused. Think about the game this week. Don't look forward to any other games or state. We got to really lock in. This is a really good team. So studying our film, all of our notes. So practicing hard, staying focused during practice.
Definitely. Let's move down to Zach. Zach, obviously you have kind of a new look, but for you, it's kind of get the ball and make sure you hit the hole and do your thing. How much fun are you having behind this offensive line?
Oh man, I don't even know where to begin. I have so much fun.
We got a little bit of time, so we'll everybody just sit back and grab some popcorn. Zach's gonna talk to us.
All right, we'll see. I got a lot on my mind. Now saying it is gonna be a little difficult for me, but I have a lot of fun playing with these guys. The O-line, they make it easy for me. I mean, you don't even have to really pick a hole. There's 4 of them. You just run through it. I mean, Coach Willie could run through it.
Well, I tell you what, it's fun to watch you do your thing, and you can tell, that you're running with a purpose. What is it about the running back position, that just gets you fired up?
Well, I mean, everyone loves running the ball, but I mean, I really get fired up when I get to block somebody and have Luke throw the ball deep to Will and Zane and Damien, Champ, So I just really like blocking. And obviously, everyone likes scoring touchdowns.
Yeah, absolutely. You've been doing a little bit of that. I think you have like 1 or 2 this year. I don't know. This team right here, what's fun about it, and what are you enjoying about this year?
I really enjoy just the unity here at DC. I mean, coming from Rockwall 6A, you have, I don't even know what the enrollment is there, like, what is it, 4,000, 5,000 kids there?
3,500 or something, yeah.
You don't know half of them. I mean, over here at DC, you know everyone, and the team is just all brothers, and it's just family here.
Would you say the biggest difference, as far as some of the guys that you're working with, and because you're close and maybe you have to play both ways, what is that like for you? Have you played both ways, and you've played some ways?
Yes, sir.
That's new for you. So what's that like?
It is new for me. Playing both ways is something I've always wanted to do. I mean, I did it in middle school, but I mean, high school is a lot different. Football, it's much faster, much more difficult on your body. And what game was that? Fort Bend. I get to play a little bit of both sides because, I mean, Coach said when they need me, they'll put me in, and when you need me, I'm gonna be ready.
Yeah, it's a unique thing, right? Because you sometimes you're called. Obviously, we can't mess with Luke, right? Luke's gotta do his thing. But it's really fun to watch you work behind the O line and just continue to do what you've been doing your whole high school career. This year, Zach, what do you dream, of as far as this season, how it progresses? How have you been able to manage emotions and make sure that you're focused on helping this team win?
I feel like I manage my emotions pretty well. I'm always level-headed, and obviously the end goal here is go to state, and really just want to get them another ring.
I think Zach's done pretty good here, guys. Can we all give? All right, because Zach loves to do interviews, but he loves to start and stop. He's like, oh, let's start over. When I get him live here, he can't do it. It is what it is, so we're going to keep going.
I feel like I've said a lot, though.
Yes, my they get up there. They get after a 2-hour show. It's just something I can't shake. I didn't go to school for any of this, so I didn't learn how to speak or anything like that, so I don't, there's another
You're doing a great job, though.
Yeah, no, I appreciate
it. Gotta talk like Cole.
Yeah. This guy's a natural. He's gonna be on. He's gonna be
you
a broadcaster.
See him at our pep rallies.
Yeah, he's gonna be a broadcaster one day.
I announced the JV football game last
week.
Not to brag. Not saying anything like that.
Yeah, so
a little JV football.
You can sit right here and take over anytime you want. Fellas, I know it's a big game this week, and I appreciate you guys taking some time to come chat with us. Good luck to you, the rest of the way this year, and we, wish you all the best against Nolan at 7 o'clock.
7:30.
7:30. Yeah, if you have not been over there, if you just a fan of football, it's a good time. It's a fun place to watch a football game, and these guys they do it big. They fly around, and you guys are doing some good stuff. I can't wait to see what happens this year. Final parting words, some shout outs to some guys that are just making it happen. You named quite a few, but any guys that are out there that are just making it happen for you guys?
New guy, DJ, came from Poteet. Came in middle linebacker about 2 weeks ago. Dude's already starting making calls left and right. Like, he knows the defense like the back of his hand. What he's done in the 2 weeks that he's been here is nothing short of incredible. He came in, I was talking with one of our coaches this week, seeing who's leaderboard on film, and he's first on the team in film this week. So he's been putting that work in, and he knows calls, he knows the defense, he knows where to be at the right time. So just shout out to him for coming here, putting his head down and getting to work.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's cool. Fellas, good luck to you. thanks for stopping by. We'll chat again this season. So we'll have you on. We'll give you some time to get a few more games under your belt, and then we'll come back and talk about it. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, yes, sir.
All right. That's going to do it. We're going to let them go. We will be joined by Heath football in a few moments, but we will take a break. And if they're not here, then you're just going to have to listen to me and Kevin pretend to know. I didn't ask you since we got a few minutes. NFL football, because we have a fantasy.
Guru.
What doesn't he do well? He's
Everything is well with Luke.
Yes. So your fantasy team's doing good.
Machine, man.
So you didn't draft Dak?
I did. I'm staying as far away from that as possible.
Yeah, definitely not drafting.
They're haters.
Cooper
haters.
Rush on the waiver wires, though.
Yeah,
I might have to pick up Cooper Rush.
All right, so I'm a big Dak fan. Dak over Romo is my thing on this show. So
no way.
Yeah, Dak over Romo.
No way.
Zach, we got a good relationship. Let's keep it there. We'll just stop right there. Cowboy fans or all Cowboy? No, you're not a Cowboy fan.
I'm not.
Not a Cowboy fan.
We're Cowboy fans.
Cowboy fans. There you go. Yeah. There you go.
I always knew I liked Porter.
Who's your team?
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Bandwagon.
49ers.
Dude, I've been a Kansas City fan since Matt Castle.
Come on, Cole.
Matt Castle.
Cole. Come on now.
Matt
Let's
Castle
be
and
honest.
Okay. I will say Cole does like Missouri.
Yeah.
He's a big Mizzou guy.
Okay.
Be proud of it.
No.
They're doing great this year.
All right. Well, as long as you're that, I feel like if you haven't seen the Cowboys, I was in high school starting high school when the Cowboys won their Super Bowls. So I just grew up a Cowboy fan. But if you haven't seen them win in a while, I could see it. You pick a team that's winning, and that's why. I think Pat Mahomes is this is another hot sports opinion. I think Pat Mahomes is overrated. I think that he won a Super Bowl and everybody said he's the greatest of all time and blah blah blah, and I'm like, man, he hasn't. What's he done? What's
Cole?
When was the last time the Cowboys won a Super
Bowl?
That's my question for you.
I just, hey, it's like I can't argue with you, but I'm not I'm not. I like Pat Mahomes, but I just don't. I thought they crowned him a little early.
How many Super Bowls do your Chiefs have to the Cowboys?
How many do y'all have in the last 5 years?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We got it.
It's going on 20.
Y'all stuck with Jason Garrett for a decade. I think that's
we're very loyal
more
here.
rings.
Yeah. Very, very loyal. Yeah, except I wish we would have been loyal to T.O. Bring T.O. back. Because we need some wide receivers. Guys, thanks so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate the time. We'll let you guys go. Good luck this week. When we come back, we will be joined. I see some Heath Hawks in the background. We're going to talk with them. Of course, they've got a big matchup this week against the guys in orange across town. We'll see how that's going. Be right back.
Shop The Rock at Rockwall Ford. Get rock bottom pricing on 500 new Fords, cars, trucks, SUVs. We got it all. Log online and get your rock bottom deals today. Visit us at I-30 exit 205.
Rockwall4.com.
I'm a one. I'm a one. I'm a one-to-one. I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one. I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single, let's go, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts, like that's a rat. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a new Beamer, I run it to the ground. I used to say nothing, I bet they hear me now. Handle my business, no need to hear me out. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Yeah, I could never borrow from no man. How you talking ownership and no land? I got my roll on, now I'm rolling. I drive all my cars like they're stolen. You got on and put your homies out for ransom. I got on and put my homies on the program. Girls hit me in my DM tryna link up. I leave them on wreck and get a no jam. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. I'm a one. I'm a one. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single like, oh, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts like that's a rack. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a new Beamer, I run it to the ground. I used to say nothing, I bet they hear me now. Handle my business, no need to hear me out. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Yeah, I could never borrow from no man. How you talking ownership and no land? I got my roll on, now I'm rolling. I drive all my cars like they're stolen. You got on and put your homies out for ransom. I got on and put my homies on the program. Girls hit me in my DM tryna link up. I leave them on wreck and get a no jam. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. I'm a one. I'm a one. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single like, oh, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts like that's a rack. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a new Beamer, I run it to the ground. I used to say nothing, I bet they hear me now. Handle my business, no need to hear me out. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Yeah, I could never borrow from no man. How you talking ownership and no land? I got my roll on, now I'm rolling. I drive all my cars like they're stolen. You got on and put your homies out for ransom. I got on and put my homies on the program. Girls hit me in my DM tryna link up. I leave them on wreck and get a no jam. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. I'm a one. I'm a one. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single like, oh, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts like that's a rack. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a new Beamer, I run.
Okay, we're back as I'm trying to squeeze in because we got some dudes up here. You're good, Caleb. We're back with the Heat Hawks, and we've been talking a little bit of football, and of course Kevin's on the end here. I'm not wearing a headset, so if you guys, you know what? Hopefully you can hear me. Let me turn this up just a little bit. If you can't hear me, let me know. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us. We have I wrote it down. Let me look at my cheat sheet. Hang on, don't tell me. Jaden down there. He's an outside linebacker. We have a safety and Ramir. Cash Cleveland is on the O-line, and then QB1 here at Heath, Caleb Hoover. Caleb's also now a Oklahoma State commit for baseball. Congratulations,
Thank
Caleb.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's really cool. All right, guys, let's start here. I'll start with QB here. Caleb, you know, how's the season been going? You know, and you guys are obviously starting to find your way. You know, your thoughts on how the season's progressed.
Well, you know, we started out pretty rough week one against Guyer, you know, real good football.
I didn't want to bring it up.
Yeah, we don't talk about Guyer here anymore.
We started off pretty rough, you know. They kind of came out there and kicked us right in the teeth, but just pretty good for us. You know, we're all a young team. Good to have that feeling. Obviously, don't want it again. I thought we've responded real well after that. Put 3 good games together. I think we're playing real well as a team right now. Just all firing on all cylinders. Offense, defense, special teams, everyone's doing pretty good. So trying to bring that into this week, not make this week bigger than it is.
Yeah, I'm trying to
just
I'm trying to get this laptop in front of this helmet here so he doesn't lunge at it.
No.
Yeah, you have had a few good weeks, and you're starting to settle into the role as a starting quarterback. You know, what's the whole experience been like for you?
It's been different for sure, but I definitely have enjoyed every part of it. You know, just getting to settle into the bigger role, obviously. But last year's I had a small role, nothing like this, but it's been good transition. I'm really excited, real happy for what we're getting to do. So it's good.
Obviously the coaching staff changed a little bit, but the message I think is kind of staying the same here in Heath. But you know, how much fun are you having? Not really a new coach because Coach Harold was here, but you know, him being in the head coach role. You know, how much fun are you guys having?
It's a lot of fun. You know, he brings a different kind of energy every day to practice. Gets everybody, you know, real into the game plan, real into the week. He's great. He's just a real big ball of energy. So it's just good for everybody. Real happy he's our head coach now and he got the job.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it down to Mr. Wingfield here. You know, Kevin, you know, you're up and close, you know, all the time. You know, how much fun are you having, you know, watching?
Well, you know, it's been a lot of fun. The one thing I noticed, probably the last couple of weeks, we're probably going to have to hire a get-back coach for Coach Harrell because I'll tell you what, he had to be got back off the referees last week. I was going to ask Caleb, what was it like? You just go one time last year. What was it like catching a touchdown pass from your brother on a Friday night in a high school football game?
Yeah, well, I caught one against Horn, and then the best one was against Temple. Because Horn, I was wide open. If I didn't catch that, I was bad. But the one against Temple in the playoff game, you know, that was probably one of my best memories. You know, just getting a chance to make a difference and a small difference in a game like that, and getting to do it with my brother, because that's just something I'll never forget. Getting to play with him the last 2 years has definitely just been probably a highlight of my career so far. Just getting that experience with your brother is unlike anything else.
You know, I've noticed, and I've brought this up on the show before, the energy that you bring to the game. It's not just you, but I focus. You know, I watch the QB1 because you know, he's a big part of if my son's going to be successful. And the things I've seen, I remember when Davenport ran the touchdown back on the kickoff. I think you outran him down the sidelines. If somebody. What I've noticed that I really, really, really enjoy about you is if it's fourth down, we turn it over, punt, whatever, you go meet every one of the linemen. Tell them good job. I saw you go get in some kid's face the other night that got a stupid penalty in the end zone. Told him to calm it down. That's the true signs of a leader, and you've done a great job of stepping up. You know, we all know what was going on in the preseason. You've done a great job of stepping up and saying, okay, it's my job, it's my team. So I've really, from my point of view, we've all enjoyed watching your growth, and I'm sure you're going to continue to go. I mean, I really, really like this team. I've been a real big advocate of the defense. this year. I like what I see. I told someone the other night, a friend of mine showed up to the game and hadn't been there before. I said, look, if one hits you, 9 more are coming. And I saw that swarming type defense years ago when my older boy played for Commerce. And if you got hit by one, you might as well get ready. You're going to get popped. And that's what I think has helped you guys a lot on the turnovers. We had to wait a little while the other night to get one, but you kept the streak going there to the third quarter, I believe. And then Cash, moving to a totally new position this year, and that offensive line is producing 300 yards of rushing. The two-headed snake y'all got in the backfield. It's hard to get one good running back. Now you guys have got 2, so this whole transition, from Coach Spradlin over to Coach Harrell, 2 great coaches, love them both. But I think all you guys have taken ownership, and you go out on that field on Friday nights, and I love the way you warm up. It's all business. It's all business.
We're going to need security.
Yeah.
There's some Rockwall players back in the background, so I'll get Ford to get some security over here. Cash, the energy you guys are bringing, and the way that you guys are starting to gel as an offensive line, as you guys did last year, but you're doing it with new faces, new names.
Right.
You talk about this offensive line, and you kind of mentioned before that you think you can be really special.
Right.
Where are you guys at as a unit?
We're good. I think we're all bonding better and better as the year progresses. We all get closer. We're all a family, but I think specifically the O-line is bonding as one, and I think that's what caused us to be so special on the field. Having a guy like him that can sling it back there, we give him time. He drops the ball. He drops dimes, backs the defense up a little bit. Then we can ground and pound as much as we want.
There is a special relationship between an O-line and a quarterback.
Right. Emphasis on time.
Well, yeah, I mean.
Yes.
Lots of time.
When you have your QB wearing.
Oh, yes. Wearing your pullover.
Number 50, I mean, when you have that, it's like, there's
it's brotherly love right there.
Right. Yeah, it is.
Cash, this week preparation, how excited are you guys to get out there and compete in front of what's going to be 10,000 people?
Very excited. I'm real excited to get out there. I mean, week's going by real slow. I mean, we're all excited to get out there and play. We're just waiting for the moment to come, and when it does come, we're just going to attack it.
Yeah. This group that you guys have here, what's the bond like in the locker room and things like that for you guys?
It's very good. It's at first I was like skeptical because it wasn't as close as it needed to be. Like last year was a real family, but after that Geyer game, after that tough loss, like we all really did come together as one, and we all grow. Like we just had team dinner. Like everyone loves each other. You can tell like when we're all around each other, we're happy. No one's negative. We're all having fun. And I feel like that's a big thing off the field that calls us to be good on the field. So like when I love being around these guys, I know they love being around me. We all love being around each other. Like we have fun at practice. We don't look at practice as like, oh, we gotta go to practice. Like we get to be around each other. We have fun doing it. So I feel like that's a big part of why we're so good. You know what I'm saying?
Your role on the team, just a junior. It feels like you've been here forever.
Right.
But your role on the team, especially coaching up some of the younger players that are stepping in on the O-line.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's my time to step up and be a leader, be a captain of this team. And I'm glad that I'm put in that position because I feel like I'm the perfect guy for it. I want to be good for the young people, for the older people. I just want to play my role for the team and do whatever's best for them.
Yeah, it's been really good to just kind of watch you guys work and progress through the season. It said a lot how you responded. It looks like you guys are having some fun.
Right.
So it's going to be fun
Yes, sir.
to watch you guys going. Ramir, let's switch over to some defense really quick. You play safety on this team. The defense has been it's a little different, to be quite honest. It feels like it's a little bit more physical. There's some energy out there. Where are you guys at as a defensive unit in your mind?
We've made really good progress since the spring with Coach Trayon coming in, changing up the defense. Made us all fly around and play well.
Your role on the team, when you're out there, sometimes it's the safety that's got to see things and and help out with with everyone on the field. What is your role out there?
Just to make sure that me and my corner we're playing on the same page, making sure we know what to do, and we're all on the same level across the board.
What was the message after week one? You guys had to come together, and it was either, hey, we're gonna fix it and come together, or we're just gonna things could get ugly. How as a defensive unit were you guys able to come together?
We felt like during the game we played well, and we came back in practice and came back and worked hard to make sure we stayed with the progress that we made.
And preparation for this week. How do you feel like this week's been?
Try not to get caught up in the moment and just continue just another week.
Yeah, it's not that y'all have anything to live up to because of 3 overtimes and one of the craziest last year, right? You guys are playing great, and this Friday is just another game, and you guys are going to go out there and and try to. It's the first district game of the year, right? So it's really big, kind of sets the tone for what you guys are going to do throughout the year. Some guys that aren't here, that are on your defensive unit, that are making a difference. Can you give a shout out to anybody?
I'm gonna shout out the whole D line, Brady, Chase, Patrick, and CJ, and linebackers Bryce and D-Ray. Yeah, the whole defense. Basically.
The whole defense.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be fun Friday night, and I know you guys are looking forward to it. You got any questions for defense here?
No. I just what is the biggest difference you've noticed from this year as compared to last year's coach? Different work ethic, different philosophy.
Probably just the energy.
It's a good thing to have.
To the ball.
Good thing to have.
Do me a favor. Can you pull your mic up? There you go. Yeah, I think the energy's been there, and
Yes.
it's really fun to watch. I want to switch down to Jaden, outside linebacker.
Yes.
Yeah. So your role on the team, what would you describe it as?
To do my 1/11th of the job and to let the get the D line and the linebackers on the same page and stuff.
What do you think has been the biggest turnaround, leading up to coming into this week?
Turnaround, honestly, just not to let the game be bigger than what it is. It's just like another game, another week, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we keep hearing that. Don't let the game be bigger than it is, and we all know it is a big game.
Right.
But I like the way you're going into it. Yeah. I like the way you're going into it.
It's going to be it'll be exciting. There's going to be a lot of people out there for sure. But I want to ask you, Jaden, about the school, the fans, the excitement that's going around. Can you describe, what it's like at Heath right now?
Shoot, it's amazing. It's just amazing. Kind of get a little nervous sometimes, just because how many people is gonna be there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What did it say? Just picture everybody in their underwear. You're laughing at them. It's like, hey, I don't know. Isn't that a thing?
That's what you're supposed to do.
I've heard that.
All right,
I've heard that.
Thank you for that.
It'd be like for love of the game, just
Yeah.
get the mechanism going again.
I've heard it in speeches,
I've never
heard that in my life. Imagine the audience. Imagine the audience in their undies,
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
what I do.
That's right. They aren't.
If it gets too big for you, Cash, just think about looking up there and seeing your dad up there in the Speedo up there. So
that's gross.
I wouldn't be able to play.
That's gross.
Now everybody's like, Chris imagines everybody.
He also imagines that Dak Prescott is better than Tony Romo. So, but that's all right.
I want to ask you. Let's switch gears real quick. Oklahoma State. Tell me about the decision. I talked to your dad a little bit yesterday, but I know how excited they are. But what went into that decision?
Well, I started kind of early with Oklahoma State. They got on me my 8th grade year, and that's when they offered me. So I've been developing a relationship with them for over 3 years now. And I went through 2 different recruiting coordinators. They stay the same head coaching. Coach Holiday is still there, and Coach Walton. But Coach Lee stepped down, and that's who I mainly talked to. And then Coach Seeley came in from A&M, and he offered me at A&M, so I already kind of knew him and stuff. And so it's just transitioned smoothly from there, and they've always made it feel like a family thing. And that was my biggest thing with committing. Like, there's a bunch of other great schools, other great options, you know. But I just thought in my head, is there another place that I go over Oklahoma State? And the final answer was no. You know, nowhere like those coaches to me. I think they have the best, you know, coaching staff in all of college baseball. Is most experience, and just getting to go out there and watch practice and see how they operate at a day-to-day basis. That was a big decision maker for me. So.
You had the benefit of seeing Josh go through all this recruiting stuff and how to handle you know these situations. You know, how much did you lean on Big Brother to kind of figure out the process?
Quite a bit. It was a pretty regular conversation we had. You know, so you know football is way different than baseball in terms of recruiting. Like, he had it way harder than I did. So it's just you know, that's where his advice to me was. That's where he thought I should go too. So I talked to him many times about it, and it's just grateful to have that resource there to help me through the process.
Cash, let's talk about your QB real quick, you know, and how you're seeing him grow into the position, and you know, just your thoughts on Caleb here.
Yeah, he's special, man. So I mean, I feel like he could go and play both. So maybe if an offer slides for football, he can go and play both, because I know he's capable of doing it.
Never say never,
right?
Yeah. Guys, hey, listen, you know, thank you for your time. I know it's a busy week for you guys, and I know it's getting late in the day. You know, obviously, as we look ahead to this week, you know, good luck to you. You know, wish you all the best help, and you know, go out there and put on a show.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, so we're going to let these guys go. We'll talk to them again soon. We'll catch up with you guys again later on down the season. But, you know, keep playing hard and keep having some fun, and good luck to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we have some Yellow Jackets coming, and we'll talk with them.
Shop the Rock at Rockwall Ford. Get rock bottom pricing on 500 new Fords, cars, trucks, SUVs. We got it all. Log online and get your rock bottom deals today. Visit us at I-30 exit 205.
Rockwall4.com.
I'm a one. I'm a one. I'm a one-to-one. I could never be you. Low me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Low me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one. I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single, let go, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts, like that's a rack. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a new Beamer, I run it to the ground. I used to say nothing, I bet they hear me now. Handle my business, no need to hear me out. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Yeah, I could never borrow from no man. How you talking ownership and no land? I got my roll on, now I'm rolling. I drive all my cars like they're stolen. You got on and put your homies out for ransom. I got on and put my homies on the program. Girls to me in my DM tryna link up. I leave them on wreck and get a no jam. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. I'm a one. I'm a one. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Low me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Low me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single, let go, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts, like that's a rack. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a new Beamer, I run it to the ground. I used to say nothing, I bet they hear me now. say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I can never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Yeah, I could never borrow from no man. How you talking ownership and no land? I got my roll on, now rolling. I drive all my cars like they're stolen. You got on and put your homies out for ransom. I got on and put my homies on the program. Girls hit me in my DM tryna link up. I leave them on wreck and get a no jam. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. I'm a one. I'm a one. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single like, oh, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts like that's a rack. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a new beamer, I run it to the ground. I used to say nothing, I bet they hear me now. Handle my business, no need to hear me out. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say
2, 3. All right, we're back. We're almost done for the night. I think we have Royce City football coming in after this, but we are joined now by Coach Brooks and the Rockwall Yellow Jackets. We got a few players, Mr. Jarrett Stoner, Kai Caven, and QB1 Lake Bennett here. Coach, thanks for coming. I know it's a busy week for you guys and practice and all that stuff. First of all, I want to ask you about how the season in your mind's kind of progressing and how excited you guys are to play this week.
Really excited and progressing great. It is. I know we talked about this before, but non-district for us is about figuring out about our team and getting better and finding a way to improve every week. And so we've done that. And I know our guys are just excited to play games that matter now. And of course we get to start off with a really big one. So
yeah,
we're excited.
No pressure, but we're kind of hoping for 4 overtimes this year.
We are not hoping for that.
Well, the people that pay the money.
Yeah, exactly. It's easy for y'all.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's easy for us to just sit back here and watch everything unfold. Yeah, Coach, this is our first time, getting to talk to you on the show and things like that. Each year is different and you get new players, but I think the cool thing about the program that y'all have and the youth and, when you start looking at middle school and stuff like that is it seems like the systems are the same. So by the time they get here, they kind of know what's going on.
Yeah.
And with your coaching staff, the no turnover and things like that.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking the same language.
Yeah,
so
for
it's
sure.
If it seems like you guys can just replace guys and everybody understands what's going on. This year with new faces, can you talk about the team?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you can really see it when you look at all the levels of the program. Like, you can go down to the 9th grade group and see, like, we spent the whole summer with those guys because we run the strength and conditioning, and then we went to Williams and Utley in the spring, and we spent time with them, and so that's kind of where it starts. And so you're right. It's I actually was just telling somebody earlier, like, the guys that had to replace starters that left last year, like, I feel like they're returning starters, but they're not. But
right.
But they've been here and they know what we're doing and they know what we do, and so. We have a lot of guys like that weren't starters, but they've been on the field for us and they know our system and they know what to do. And so, yeah, it's been cool seeing those guys step up.
Yeah, I went to I go to some Williams games and I'm thinking I can get a little break filming, but they try to go fast too, and I'm like, oh,
yeah,
so
they do.
filming Rockwall football is you got to be ready to go.
Yeah.
So no, this year, as you guys have gotten into the season, you're just talking about getting better and going week to week. Now you're starting district, and this is where everything starts to build towards the playoffs. This being a big week for you guys, how's preparation been for you and the team?
It's been really good, really good. Proud of our guys, and we try to go out every day and have the same mentality and try to make sure that we're accomplishing what we need to for that day and focusing on that day and then moving on to the next. And so it's been a really good week, and I feel like our guys have done a good job of narrowing their focus. Of course, there's all kinds of stuff that goes on within this week, and it's very easy to get distracted. And I haven't sensed any of that, so I've been proud. I've been proud of our guys, how they've handled themselves.
The defensive side of the ball, I've if you've listened to the show or anybody's listened to me talk about Rockwall, I've been really impressed with the defense, and it's just it feels like it's a step up this year.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything different, or just the players are just buying into their positions a little bit more?
Well, we take a lot of pride in that, and it makes me really proud. I want to have the best defense that Rockwall's ever had, and that's really important to me. It's funny. It goes back to me I was an offensive coordinator, and an offensive coach before becoming a head coach. But I played defense.
I was just about to ask.
It's always been really important to me. I played defense my whole life. Played corner in college, and so that it's really important to me that we take a lot of pride in that and that we're really good at it, and
it helps that you got crazy guys like him just running all over the field.
Yeah, he's all right. But just having I think we're really good at seeing what we have and getting guys in the right positions, and I feel like that's one of our strengths this year is we got guys where they need to be in order to be successful. A guy like Kevin, moving him from safety to stack linebacker, and the dude is making plays all over the field. And so, things like that, I think has helped our defense overall. And then just knowing the system, this defense is all these guys have ever run, and so it's pretty cool how it's progressed.
We're talking with Coach Brooks, head coach the Rockwall Yellow Jackets. Of course, we have some players up here we'll get to in just a minute. Mr. Jarrett Stoner, Kai Caven, and Lake Bennett. Coach, the makeup of this team, what are you enjoying about them as you guys try to climb the mountain that you guys are talking about, taking steps?
Well, I've said since we started practice, it's just a fun group to be around. I enjoy being around them, and so it just makes it more fun to go out there to practice. Obviously, I love my job, and so I always love going out there. But it sure does make a difference when you have kids like this that you enjoy being out there with, and they're enthusiastic about being out there. And so I think that's one of the big things that I enjoy about the group, and just their toughness and level of commitment that they have to the program. And so it's a fun group to be around.
Let's jump over to Mr. Stoner. My voice cracked when I said your name because I got a little scared. I just want to make sure you don't tackle me or anything like that. You just seem to always be, around the play, around the ball, and there's so many guys. There's a lot of orange shirts, flying to the ball. Can you talk about, this defense and, how much fun you're having this year?
I think this year's been a little bit more fun. Last year I was in tight with the players, but these weren't like my buddies. There was still a mix of seniors, and I think this year it's everyone I know that I've been playing with since middle school and elementary, I guess. So it's just more fun, and there's a better chemistry this year on the defense, and I think that's why we're playing better than we have before. Yeah.
That chemistry, was that something built through the off season, or you just come together and it just just happened, just naturally, or where do you think that the change is for you?
I think it takes time. I think it started in the off season. I think a lot happened this summer when everybody's at the workouts. I think it just happens over time, and as long as everyone's got a good attitude, you're going to bond, and that's just kind of how it goes.
Being a captain on that defense, and being a senior, you having to kind of lead the way for the younger players and things like that. How are you managing, to make sure that you keep the younger guys, in line, and also make sure that you're doing your job out there?
I take care of myself, and people seem to like that, and so I try to help them do the same thing.
Yeah, just kind of leading by example.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, Coach. I mean, just having guys like him, and there's a list of names, that are just seem
Yeah.
like they're just making big contributions all
Oh,
year. But that leadership that just seems to be bleeding.
Oh, it's no doubt. I mean, everything that he does to the best of his ability. Like, it doesn't matter what we're doing, and that, like he said, over time, like it rubs off on people, and it rubs off on teammates, and it just I'm proud of that. And it's everything. It's on the football field. It's wrestling. If he is a great example that you can do it, and you can do it all, and you can do it all at a high level. Man, I'm proud of him. Really proud of him.
Yeah, wrestling. We haven't got to. We'll come back to some wrestling here in a little bit, but obviously focused for this week. You guys are the home side this year in the I-30 Classic. How pumped are you to see all those fans are going to be packed in there?
Yeah.
I hope it's like last year, we're packed in like sardines, except on a bigger scale. So that means even more people. Last year it was like crowded on the visitor side. I want it that crowded, but on a bigger area.
It's going to be loud. It's going to be fun, and I can't wait for this Friday night. Of course, I'll just throw a quick shout-out and reminder. The Yellow Jackets volleyball is at 5:30, so everybody can go over there and watch a little volleyball. Not you guys, obviously, but to some fans, we can start over there and then make our way over to the football game. Kai, I want to move over to the offensive line and talk about your role on it, and obviously just the nature of high school. There's new names and new faces, but how are you guys bonding together, and how do you feel about where you guys are at this point in the season?
So Coach Brackett has always said that this is
There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So
now.
Coach Brackett has always said this is the tightest group of offensive linemen he's ever coached, and so I think that it starts because we've been friends since 4th or 5th grade, and during the whole COVID thing, whenever we had to shut down and stuff and not go to school, we were still lifting together and stuff and working out, and just kind of knowing each other and kind of being friends, and not just inside of football but outside. I feel like it really helps us on the field because we had me and Jace Chu returning, and then Jacob Cassidy, who stepped in last year when Reed Bracken went down. And then just we had full confidence knowing that Lando Taylor and Michael Wells would step in because I've seen them work out and stuff so I had full confidence that they could get it done, and they have Lando Taylor and Michael Wells have stepped up big time this year.
The O-line just and the D-line too, they just don't always get that credit because they're in the middle of the field and they're all bunched up together. A lot of times you got to go back and watch film to see what the guys are doing, right? Because you miss plays a lot. How much fun is it to go watch film and see what Lake is doing or what Marshall's doing or Locke or your running backs with Emory and things like that. How much fun is it to see those guys have success behind you guys?
Oh, that's what we take pride in. Is we take pride in whenever Ashton rips off a 15-yard run and makes somebody miss. That spin move that he had against, I think it was Jesuit. We all loved that play more than he did. Because we opened up the hole and he finished the run and made us look good.
Which one was that again?
It was
he scored a touchdown against Jesuit. You had a video, good video of that. Yeah,
spun move into the end zone.
Yes. And you got a couple of good running backs that are contributing.
Yeah, doing really well.
Yeah. This group, you said you're tight and you're bonding really well together. How much better can you guys be? How much do you think you can improve as the season goes along?
Oh, I think we're just scratching the surface of where we can be. We turn on the film and we're doing our job and stuff, but I think that we can do it better, and that's the mentality that we have at practice every day. It doesn't matter if it's 115 degrees out there. We're gonna get it done, and we're gonna try and get better, and that's just the mentality that we have. No excuses.
How much fun are you having on this team this year?
Oh, I love it. Football has never been more fun than it is this year, and just enjoying every minute of it.
Yeah, it's a few practices I've been to, and just the sideline. You could tell it's a good group, and special things can happen. We saw that with the Lady Jacket soccer team. When they just bond together, you just never know the run that you can go on. So, Lake, let me ask you. So obviously, you step off after week one, and you have an opportunity to coach up some younger guys and help them, in case their name is called again. What's it been like for you this season, and how excited were you to be back last week?
Oh, I was very excited. But the thing about our QB room is we're tight, and it's never been like that for me. Like me and Mason, we talk all the time, things like that, and I wouldn't want anybody else to step in other than Mason. I mean, he went out there and did great, and I was so happy for him. And he went back the next week, did it again. Like, he didn't back down or anything like that. And it's awesome to see him go do something.
He was
like
watching you in that Cedar Hill game because he was just running like crazy, and this guy can run over some people. But you coming back last week, it was just it was an efficient game. You getting the ball to some playmakers. How much fun was it last week to come back in?
It was awesome. I had a great time doing it. I know I love getting the ball to Noble and Aiden outside, and when I throw the ball to Kai, he's always going to make something happen. It was nice being out there again, getting to show my arm off a little bit too. I didn't run very much, but I mean, got to throw the ball too. So
yeah, no doubt. And talking about the moment, for you, and you're I think I talked with Coach a few weeks ago, and he's talking about you've been playing since freshman, up at some capacity.
Yeah, a lot of different positions.
Yeah, so it's nothing new to you, but here you are, QB1, and so how have you embraced the moment, and how much fun are you having?
I'm having a lot of fun. The one thing, I feel like I've been ready to do it for a while, and I just had to wait my turn, and that's part of it. And playing other positions was great for me. It taught me a bunch of things about the offense and how to be tough and things like that. So, but being able to be a captain and be quarterback, it's what I've been waiting for, and I'm ready to take advantage of it.
I saw you at homecoming, and obviously I should like address you like king, or like I don't like how do you address a king? But he said, you asked, you're like, what privileges do I have now? Do you have any new privileges as the king of Rockwall?
Sadly, no, but I do have some of my teachers giving me certificates saying good job. So I mean, that's
okay. Well, it's like, you're still getting gold stars.
Get a sticker in class.
Gold star on my forehead or something like that.
All right. Well, I mean, you're getting something. I think we need to figure out how to work.
Yeah, I feel like there's got to be more that comes from that. I mean,
homework passes or something.
Yeah. Or at least like a crown or something. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I pulled out that wand. I was like, is this for me or the queen?
Get a little escort going around school.
Yeah, something, right?
Elevator pass at all times.
I don't know. Maybe we can talk Ford into like a car for the week.
Oh,
or something.
yeah.
I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know. Lake's a Ram guy.
I wouldn't be opposed.
Lake's a Dodge guy.
No. We're Ford guys here.
Yeah.
Lake, Lake, how's preparation been this week? And how much are you looking forward to this Friday night?
Preparation's been great. I feel like everybody's been solid at practice. We had a little bit of backtrack Monday, but I feel like we fixed it Tuesday and Wednesday, and we're right back in there. We're definitely gonna be ready to go, and I'm just ready to get to it. I know the stands are gonna be packed, and it's gonna be awesome.
The whole process of everything that you guys have to do leading up to football games, doesn't matter who it is. How much do you enjoy the process of getting to that moment?
The process is awesome, and one thing Coach Brooks always preaches is, we're going to prepare like everybody's the same. All the games matter, and so every week it's exciting to get out there and compete with your teammates during the week, and then on Friday night you get to show it off.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. But I always admire the work that goes into it, and then Friday night's the fun part. Probably stressed out coaches a little bit, and maybe the wife. I'm sure it's a little stressful, and but it's fun to watch you guys work, Coach. Just overall, this team and some final thoughts on where you guys are at and where you guys think you could be.
Yeah, I think we're capable of anything. I believe that. I thought that going into the season, and I've seen enough to know that we can do anything. Obviously, continuing to get better is really important, and then having things go your way, but I fully believe that we're capable of doing anything, and our goal here is to win a state championship. And we've been on the doorstep a couple of times, and this is my 10th year in Rockwall. We've been on the doorstep a couple of times, and all that's left to do is get there, and do it and make it happen. So this group is is as capable as any that I've seen in 10 years, and so we can do it. We can do it. We just got to continue to get better.
Yeah, Coach, can you do me a favor? Can you slide me that? I can't believe I put that in front of you. I just,
I was being nice. I'm just going with the flow.
So,
just going with the flow.
I'm just, we're gonna. Is it Heath fans? It's in a nice, safe spot, but I'm just, I'm just making things right here. I apologize. It's really fun to watch you guys work, and I love, how you guys go about it. It's really cool. Finally, the fans. What they're going to bring Friday night. You've played in front of big crowds, but do you ever just turn around and look at it and say, wow?
Well, I've told these guys, and I've told a lot of people, like, it's what we're going to get to experience on Friday night and what we've experienced last year. That's not normal. Like, everybody doesn't get to do that. And it's just you can't take it for granted. It's incredible, and like the community and the support from both sides.
Yep.
Like that's not normal, right. And we had people that were involved in the game last year. We had some recruiters there from some big time schools that were like, I've never ever seen anything like this. So for those guys to say that. And we got guys that are going to go on and play at different levels and play in big games, but this is a special deal, and I just encourage these guys to soak it up because it's pretty amazing.
It's about as special as you'd want it. It's really cool to see the community come together like that. Coach, thank you so much for coming in late, and I wish you all the best this week, and get out of there healthy, and we'll move on
for sure. Yeah, thanks for having us. Looking forward to it.
All right, guys, we're gonna let them go. We got Roy City here. We're gonna talk with them, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Shop the Rock at Rockwall Ford. Get rock bottom pricing on 500 new Fords, cars, trucks, SUVs. We got it all. Log online and get your rock bottom deals today. Visit us at I-30 exit 205.
Rockwall4.com.
I'm away. I'm away. Why? I'm a one-to-one. I could never be you. Low me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Low me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one. I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single, let go, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts, like that's a rat. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a new Beamer, I run it to the ground. I used to say nothing, I bet they hear me now. Handle my business, no need to hear me out. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Low me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Low me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Yeah, I could never borrow from no man. How you talking ownership and no land? I got my roll on, now rolling. I drive on my cars like they're stolen. You got on and put your homies out for ransom. I got on and put my homies on the program. Girls hit me in my DM tryna link up. I leave them on wreck and get a no jam. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. I'm away. I'm away. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Low me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Low me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single, let go, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts, like that's a rat. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a new Beamer, I run it to the ground. I used to say nothing, I bet they hear me now. Handle my business, no need to hear me out. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than a check, say less. If you can say it best, say less. I'm taking all best, say less. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I can never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Yeah, I could never borrow from no man. How you talking ownership and no land? I got my roll on, now I'm rolling. I drive all my cars like they're stolen. You got on and put your homies out for ransom. I got on and put my homies on the program. Girls hit me in my DM tryna link up. I leave them on wreck and get a no jam. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. I'm a one. I'm a one. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Little me tools, no, I can't be fooled. Little me tools, no, I hate these dudes. I'm a one-to-one, I could never be you. Anything you could do, I could do better. I can do better than you. Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do better than you. Drop my first single like, oh, he rap. You thought it was a drought, that's cap. I get the front and I get the back. Lil Uzi the facts like that's a rack. Bought some new boots just to wear 'em out. Bought a new Beamer, I run it to the ground. I used to say nothing, I bet they hear me now. Handle my business, no need to hear me out. Talking too much, say less. If it's less than the checks.
Okay, we're back. We are live here at Rockwall Ford to our last segment of the night, and Roy City Bulldog football is what we're going to talk about next. We're here with Coach Oliver and three O-linemen. Three O-linemen,
Yes.
is that right? Yep.
Yes.
So they let me – I feel like I'm on the O-line right now. Like I'm part of the O-line. That's kind of my thing.
You're a little bit light for the O-line.
That's all right. Hey,
we'll bring you in.
Maybe I'm quick. Maybe I got quick feet. So let's, Coach Oliver, let's get into it, and we'll introduce some players in just a moment. Coach, I want to talk about leading into the bye week and just kind of what you guys are doing as a coaching staff to kind of just kind of evaluate and get ready for the first district game.
Well, we started off really rolling, felt good. Really wanted to accept the challenge of 6A, and was really good first two games. And then we go to the third game and we stumble, and then the fourth game comes and we were just off a little bit. So when you go to the bye week, the first thing you do is you go kind of evaluate why were we good, why were we bad? And you start looking at what do we need to clean up, what do we need to get better at. We know the level of competition is fixing to get better within this district. And so, you look at what did you get away with, because maybe Grand Prairie and the Colony – we were able to expose them in some of the things they were weak. And in the last 2 weeks, maybe we got exposed a little bit. And so, basically you watch film, you look at it, and you say, okay, well, what do we need to do to make sure that we, get better? And there's the saying, the balance of, working hard during the off week, but also making sure that because there's no end of the week game, there's nothing to the payoff to make sure the kids also get their legs back under and feel good and slow down, get back to basics, and at the same time start introducing we start with North Forney, so start introducing a little bit of North Forney and what we're going to see and get an idea of that. But we don't have the full game plan in yet, because a lot of it is just about us, make sure we're getting better.
Yeah, we're talking Roy City Bulldog football. Coach, you as you guys roll into a bye week, do you kind of started talking about it? Do you take a little breath as far as with practices, or did everything stay the same just to make sure everybody's conditioned and then you're ready to go for North Forney?
Well, we shortened them a couple days, but we went ahead. Normally on Mondays we're short shoulder pads. We went ahead and went full pads. We went full pads Monday, Tuesday. We're going to have big days, big getting after it days, resetting ourselves. And then, like today we lengthened the last 2 days, but today we went back to shorts and shoulder pads and made more of a teaching day, walkthrough day, and cleaning up a couple things and, like I said, introducing the fronts we're going to see from the offensive standpoint, the fronts, the secondaries, those type of deals, and then making sure that, from that standpoint, we want the kids, fresh when we get ready for next week. So, tomorrow and Friday will be lighter overall. We'll walk through some special teams, make sure we're clean on that, a little bit of team offense, team defense type stuff. And then, hopefully Friday is a nice, clean walkthrough. And then let the kids get, Friday night off. A bunch of them probably want to come watch Rockwall and Heath play and kind of get an eyeball on some of our opponents. We're actually going to try to sneak over and watch North Forney and Horn play tomorrow night.
Yeah, that should be a good one.
And so, you kind of get a chance to see 4 of the, 6 opponents. So that's a good thing about having the very first week off in this odd district. So so that helps. And then, and then Friday we'll let them out, and we won't see them Saturday or Sunday, and then come back Monday energized, ready to go with actual game again on Friday, and an opponent we're familiar with to start off with helps out because we played North Forney for X number of years now.
Right.
So, the way they unfolded, that's really good for us too, because we know we go in there and handle our business, as somebody that we know what they're like. You're not wondering if the film matches the play on the field, and this kid's really this size or not, and those type of things. So.
The you mentioned it, the hot start, and then you kind of tail off a little bit. But how excited, because I view these first 4 games as a preseason because everything starts district game, right? But Coach, how excited are you of what you've seen you guys are capable of?
Oh, no doubt, and we talk about this all the time. It sounds funny, but I tell them, you made the mistake of showing me what we can do, and now that expectation is there. So when we don't meet it, that's what I was telling them last week. We got to be the catalyst. From an offensive standpoint, we feel like we need to set the tone. We need to be, go ahead and put the points on the board early. We've shown that we can score. We can score quick, and we can do a lot of those things. But we've got to be better. The last 2 games, what we figured is we've got to be better at, in the first quarter. In the first 2 games, man, we were, 21-0, whatever, scoring at will, and then the last 2 games we were 3 and out maybe 2 or 3 times, and that's what we got to fix. So we got to figure out what's happening there and get that cleaned up. 'Cause even if we go 2 or 3 first downs and have to punt, then you at least pin them and they got a long field. And now we win the field position battle. That was the big thing. If we play Arlington Bowie again, I feel very confident that we're going to beat them.
Yeah.
But right off the bat, we go 3 and out. We have a bad punt. I think we probably should have went for it. We might have got it better than the punt, but we were on our own 30, and then we come back and, next one we snap it over the head, and we work special teams every day. I mean, that's something we do constantly, and we, snap it over the head. So you're 2 bad possessions where we go 3 and out and a bad punt and a snap over the head, and, and here we are, and we're a lot better than that, but we didn't show it, so.
Yeah, you hit on something about now what where they can be, and so you hold them to a higher standard. That's honestly why I don't put on this bigger production of a show like all these graphics, because if I get up here, then people expect it. So I just live in the average zone. That's me. Don't use me as a role model. I just live off of living in the average zone, and nobody expects anything of me. Let's start with Kaysen. Kaysen, you're part of the O-line. You're a junior. Is that correct?
Yes.
For you this season, how good do you think this O-line unit can be? As you progress, and I know I don't even really discuss injuries because I think everybody has injuries. But how much can you guys improve this year?
We can improve on a lot of the little stuff, really, like hand placements, stuff like that. But we've all been playing with each other for quite a while.
It helps that you know each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. This team, how much fun are you having? What's it like inside the locker room for you guys?
Oh, it's a blast.
This unit that you have, or is it how close? You said since you were little, but what does it take to really communicate in the heat of the battle? If you're out there, you got to depend on those guys. What is it about it? That the communication, the chemistry, you know, knowing where they're at, you know, where's all that come from?
Honestly, I don't know. Just
everyday practice.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, just living. I mean, it's just got to be one of those things, and you guys can speak to it, you know, if you want. You know,
it's just simple trust.
Yeah.
Knowing what we're doing, and doing it every day.
What position on the O line are you guys play? Do you rotate different?
Right tackle, left tackle, guard.
Okay, so okay, all right. This team, you know, as far as the weapons you have on offense, you know, a lot of times I say it seems like every segment I have a O line or D line on. You don't really get the credit. You're just you're in the trenches there doing the ugly work. But you know, when you get to look up and see, you know, one of your guys making a big play, you know, what's the feeling like for you guys?
It's great. I mean, it's an exciting feeling, but then you realize you gotta run.
You got to stay up with play. That's true. This, you know, stepping into 6A, right? I think the excitement on it and knowing where you're at, that's probably past, right? But here you come, district's coming. You know, what are you looking forward to the most as district play is going to start?
The intensity. Like Coach said, we're playing a familiar team. We got 2 weeks, study film, know what they're going to do, and come out, hit district hard.
Not a lot of people, you know, just because you're moving from 5A Division II up to 6A, have said, hey, you know, we don't really take Royce City all that serious. For the record, I've picked Royce City as a playoff team from the beginning, just because I really liked what you guys had returning. You know, the coaching staff, everything. I've seen it up close. You know, last year and things like that. You know. What's the message that you guys have, you know, as an O-line unit, you know, to go out there and do every Friday night?
We got to show up with the intensity. We got to bring the life to the team. Just start off, like, off rip. We got to go.
Yeah, and it helps that you got guys like Sam Mitchum and, you know, Jonah Roberson on, you know, out there and of course, Mr. Spring throwing the ball. You know, this team, as you move forward, you know, those ridiculous offensive numbers that were being put up the first couple of weeks, you know, how much pride do you guys take in making sure that, you know, that's something that's just week in and week out?
I mean, it is our pride. Those numbers reflect us as a team, what we do, and it's just us.
As a senior, you know, talking to some of the younger guys, you know, what's your role out there?
I mean, basic leader to friend. They ask questions.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you got to, I mean, obviously mentor and make sure that they're where they need to be. Let me ask you about your role on this O-line and where you think you guys are at right now.
I think we can be a lot better than what we're at. We just need to come out this next week against North Forney and really take it to them first drive. Because once we get going, then we don't stop.
Do you lean on accountability? You know, is there that love there where you can hold each other accountable? You know,
absolutely.
That's part of it, Coach. You know, I'll ask you to speak on it. You know, just you know, the makeup of the team in your eye.
You know, the thing is, and these guys know this. You know, and the outsiders may not see it because we don't talk a lot about it, but we're very much, you know, O-line oriented. You know, like if we're not very good, it's because our offensive line is not very good. And they may have played really well and they still get the blame. You know, we may have overthrown a pass or whatever, but then you know, these guys are getting the brunt of some of that stuff because, you know, like they said, and I'm glad they answered it that way, but we expect them to carry the team. You know, if things are not going very well, we need a pancake. We need somebody to get up, you know, pouring syrup, smiling, getting after it, doing all these things so that, you know, maybe that's what hypes us up. You know, it sounds funny, but we expect Jonah to catch 70-yard touchdowns. We expect Sam to break a tackle and go for 80, you know. But when those things aren't happening, it's almost, we'll come by and say, hey, look, I got to have something. You got to give me something else. Find something else to make it go, you know. And so that's something that we've always, you know, put forth. You know, like I said, they don't get a lot of recognition, but we make it a big deal. You know, one of our award days and all that stuff, you know, you got pancakes, you got knockdowns, you got cuts, you got all these things that we're asking the linemen to do, and we recognize it and make sure that those guys get the recognition because, you know, I don't – you can have all the weapons in the world, but if up front you can't block, it's really still hard to get those guys the ball. And so, you know, that's our point of emphasis. And when we talk about being physical and all that stuff, you know, we ask these guys to go be physical, and then we talk about it all the time on film so that all of a sudden the receivers want to get involved and they want to have physical blocks and, you know, pancake people and do those things and all that. So, I mean, they'll tell you there's a competition. This year we've even added a true pancake trophy. And whoever gets the most pancakes gets that trophy for the week, and they get to keep it. So, you know, we really put a lot of emphasis on our offensive line being, you know, the heart of our team.
Yeah, need to get with IHOP and see if we can get something going here for some pancakes. Sounds really good for dinner because I haven't had dinner. Ruben, let me ask you. I always like to give players the opportunity to give a shout out to some guys that are out there making a difference on the team that aren't here. You know, anybody come to mind?
Harrison Hayes. He's not here. He's actually hurt for this season, but he really does carry the team in practice. Always hypes us up, gets us ready for games and stuff. And it's, you know, that he's not there on Friday night. It's a little changing, but we're still good, you know, because he's still there with us on Friday nights. But he may not be playing, but he's still here.
Yeah, there's got to be something to be said for, you know, you when you have an injury, what do they do from there? You know, are they a leader? Are they coaching up? Are they there, you know, for you, just reminding you the little things that you need to do on the offensive line? That's really good. That's a great call out. You know, a guy that's making an impact and he's not able to do what he wants to do on the football field. Coach, you know, thanks so much for coming out. I know it was late and I ran a little late. I apologize.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
You know, I can't wait to get out there, you know, and see what you guys do, because I do think, you know, hey, I think everybody has their moments in the season where they kind of got to look in the mirror, and you know, whatever moment that is for y'all, I look forward to seeing the bounce back, because I enjoy really what you guys do over there.
Well, we definitely appreciate it. Anytime, you know, these kids can get some recognition, it's awesome, you know. And we're stepping into a district where it was already heavy with the Rockwalls and the Heaths and the Horns and these guys that have been in the district. So we're the newbies per se. And so, you know, obviously any chance to, you know, let them know that, hey, we're actually here and we exist, and, you know, and we're, you know, I know coach talk and all that stuff, you know, we're fine running under the radar, you know, and getting after it and all that stuff. And, you know, we're just, you know, we're going to figure out what it takes. And one thing about us that I think everybody that's ever played us or ever watched us on film knows that after the game, you're going to know you got our very best and we gave you everything we could, and it was going to be a physical game. And, you know, if scoreboard doesn't show us winning, you're still like, I don't want to play those guys again.
100%.
And, you know, and that's what we preach. You know, you go out and give your very best and be physical and play fast and, you know, and get after it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the only thing we can guarantee is going to happen.
Yeah, 100%. 100% correct. All right, we're going to let you guys go, and that's gonna do it for us. Almost 3 hours, Coach. I made it almost 3 hours.
Awesome.
Up here. Yeah,
I'm with you. I haven't eaten either. So.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, all the comments and things like that. Had a good time, and wish you guys all the best. You know, get some rest, get healthy, Coach, and y'all get after it for North Forney, and we look forward to. I haven't looked at the schedule. Is that home?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah. So we'll be there. We'll be there for the home game, and we'll be cheering you guys on.
There's a rumor. Don't tell North Forney, but it's homecoming. So.
Oh, it's homecoming.
So we got it'll be a big crowd, a lot of excitement, a lot of fun.
Oh, I can't wait.
Get this started right.
Homecoming's coming. So, look forward to it, guys. Good luck to you, Coach. Good luck to you. We'll speak again soon. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks to all our sponsors, Tucker Roofing Systems, Rockwall Ford, obviously, Sign Mart, Acre Property Team, Feist & Henley Law Firm. Thank you guys so much for supporting us in our efforts to try to highlight some kids and some coaches. We appreciate it. Everyone have a good night. I-30 Classic Week, get there early. We will see. It should be a packed house. Have a good week. See you on game day. Good night.